Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. It's match day. It is Leicester City against Brighton. We want your views, we want your comments. Let us know what you think to today's team news. Are you happy with that? What formation should we play? And all that. Get your views in, get your comments in today's Watchalong show. Yes, good afternoon. Leicester v Brighton. Get your views in, get your comments in as ever. We want to know what you think to today's team news, what you think the score's going to be, who's going to score. Liverpool and Spurs are both drawn today. Leaves the door a little bit open for Leicester to gather some ground on that. Phil Gates says, good afternoon, watching on Facebook. So's Ian Moss. We are live on YouTube, Twitter, Periscope and Facebook. Wherever you're watching, welcome to the show. Get your comments in. As you can see, we can get them on screen. Fee, good evening to you. Jason, good evening to you. Getting that the wrong way round, but you know, hello. Imtiaz, good evening. What do you reckon to the team news? Bazza says, Merry Christmas. Up the Foxes 2-1, getting a score prediction in. Andy is over in New York. You lucky so-and-so, Andy. Well, you're in New York. I'm in Loughborough in Leicestershire. Who's the luckier, Andy, out of the two of us? It's you, is the answer. No disrespect to Loughborough, but let's add in Jamie, who is all the way out in, as we all know, Alcudia. Jamie, how are you, mate?
Afternoon, how the devil are we? Well, afternoon, sorry, I should say evening now, isn't it? So, yeah, evening, how the devil are we? Are we all good? We're looking forward to it.
Jamie, good to see you again, and thanks for a good show this morning. Should we get the team news up?
Yes, or do we need it? Because everyone seems to be having a meltdown on social media at the minute, don't they, about it? Just one thing, Phil. 3 centre-backs doesn't mean we're playing 5 at the back, like some people think. I'd just like to make out, because I think some people think when you play with 5 at the back, it's not 5 at the back, it's 3 centre-backs and 2 wing-backs, which are totally different. Anyway, you've got Schmeichel in goal. You've got Justin and Albrighton as the 2 wing-backs. You've got Little Wes, Johnny Evans, Christian Fuchs as the 3 centre-backs. You've got Wilf, which I'm a bit surprised. I thought Pappy might get another game, but Wilf's come in, so it's just a straight swap, perfect swap for that. Then you've got Maddison, Tillemans and Perez. And did you know Perez, this would be his 51st game? I didn't know the game the other night when he came on the sub was his 50th game. I didn't know he played that many games. So this is his 51st. And Jamie Vardy's up top on his own yet again.
Jamie, do you feel like... And Diddy's in the team. Do you feel like Mendy's been a little bit hard done to there this season? Is he sort of dropped, rested? What do you want to say? I mean, it looks like this is Diddy is our more first team, but what would you feel? Because you've been a big supporter of Mendy. I think,
hashtag Magic Mendy. I think he's fantastic, but Ndidi gives you that something different. It's a bit more quicker in his breakdown and he intercepts the ball with his old telescopic legs, and he just gives you that something more different. He's a bit more quick on the ball and that. So yeah, I'm disappointed for Mendy. I think he's done a cracking job, but I think Ndidi is the right. Oh, where's Phil? I think Ndidi is the right choice tonight. Just gives that break of pace. I think that's where we lacked against Fulham and Villa and West Ham. We weren't able to break it down quick enough, and I think he gives you that little bit of extra pace as the central defensive midfielder.
Patrick Hook says, however you want to dress it up, Jamie, there's 6 defensive players on our team. What do you think to that?
Well, so he's saying Albrighton and James Justin are not attacking players, because I think they're more attacking than they are defensive, even though Albrighton gives you that more security when you're playing a bit narrower like we will be tonight. So I don't think it's 6 defensive players. 4, yeah, or 5 you can click, but I don't think it's not that right, because Brighton and JJ were bombing down the wings. So hopefully he's got it spot on.
I
was hoping for a 4-1-4-1, but like we did against Ike the other night. But it's a different kettle of fish, the old Premier League, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Patrick saying maybe Mendy will come on around the 70th minute. Taylor, Chris says taller for the corners too. Talk about Ndidi there.
Yes.
Carlos, good evening. Bazza says, do you know what the bench is, Jamie? Have you got that to hand?
Yes, the bench is, yes, certainly have. The bench is Danny Ward, Wes Morgan, Bidge Wes, Mendy, Dennis Pratt, Under, Harvey Barnes, and Nacho. So, yeah, Harvey Barnes has scored 6 goals in 16 this year. Last year, he only scored 7 in 42. So, he's doing pretty well so far this year. But you've got to think we've got Everton. Cheers, Gray. Thank you. We've got Everton and we've got Spurs in the next 6 days. So it's a tough choice for him. What does he do? So I don't agree with it being defensive. I don't agree with it being a defensive kind of team. I really don't. I think it's quite attacking when you play wing backs.
Bazza says here, and I know a lot of fans will think this, obviously Under has performed really quite well in the Europa League and did again last Thursday. Bazza says, got to feel a bit for Under, not quite, again, breaking into this team.
But I think if he's playing 5 at the back, how would you fit Under in there? Because he's not actually a midfielder, and he's more of a winger, and we're not actually playing with proper wingers. When you play proper wingers, when you play with proper wingers, you can play. That's when you play 4 at the back. For me, playing 5 at the back, you don't play with proper wingers. So I don't think Under or Barnes. Maybe it changes later on. We'll see after about 60 minutes, 70 minutes, see how it's going. But yeah.
Steve is saying don't let Maddison take corners. I mean, most fans have been commenting on that over the last week or so, haven't they, Jamie?
Under and Tillemans take a lot better corners. On Thursday night. Nacho. Why am I getting my players mixed up? Under was a better at the corners. There was a lot of right on the spot. So maybe he's under the weather. Good one, Simon.
I'm not sure about that one, Patrick. But listen, let's add on. As ever, we've put the link out there. If people want to come on and click on the link, I have shared it there, so you can click on it. I'm going to quickly add people in to get their views in. Let's get Jack and Ross in, the JR2 together. And then I know Sean and Jay are waiting. And Tom, I'll get you in very shortly. So let's add in the J and let's add in the R. Good afternoon, chaps. How are you two?
Evening, boys.
I'm chatting.
Right?
Go on then. Well, let's start with you, Ross, tonight. What do you think of the team news, Ross? What's your views?
Yes, I've just seen it myself. I've just ordered a pizza, so I've only just seen the I'm starving. Buy one, get one free pizza. Can't complain. So I'm just looking at it. It's not. I don't call that defensive. You know, I mean, Justin. Yeah, he's a defender, but he down that wing. He's pretty good. He scored this season. So, I mean, Albrighton. Obviously, we know what Albrighton can do. Here's a question though: has Maddison kept his place because of the assist against Vardy? Because obviously, we all know how poor he was against Sheffield United.
But I agree with you, Ross, there. But I think we need a player like Maddison to break down sides, and where the others don't. The other two, Barnes and Under, aren't really that kind of player with the pace. Yes, down the wings with the ball. Yes, but actually pick out that killer ball. I think Maddison's the one for that. So that's why I think he's got his place back.
So when his first assist in a long time, Maddison.
I think so. Yes, since the restart.
Jack, we know Maddison is a very good player. I mean, we're at home to Brighton, and they're no mugs, Jack, are they today? Liverpool and Spurs have drawn already today. Leaves the door slightly open for us to capitalise on that. We've not been great at home, Jack, though, this season, have we?
Well, it's got to start somewhere, hasn't it? Of course, Liverpool and Tottenham drop points today, which gives us a chance to get 3 points against Brighton tonight. They're not going to be easy. They're not going to be an easy team. They never are, Brighton. They're hot and cold sometimes. And after last week's result against Southampton, they'll want to actually turn up tonight and think they could get a result against us.
As long as it's better than last year's game against Brighton at home. Phew.
Oh, 0-0 just after the restart.
Yeah, I nearly fell asleep. Oh, God. And we should have had a penalty in that game, but still, it was still a very, very boring
that was
game.
the handball, wasn't it? That was the handball, wasn't it? Yes.
Ross, I've got a question here for you from Brett. He asks you, who would you play instead of Madders in that role then?
I'm not. I wouldn't say play. I would say it would have been a different formation if I didn't play. If it were out manager, which I'm not. But if I was, I wouldn't have played Madders. I would play the wingers. Maybe put Under on the right or something. Not play as that formation have we got. That's all. It weren't. I don't want Madison in team. It was just obviously from his performance against Sheffield United is that the assist to get Vardy the goal was that one of the reasons why he's still in the first team. That was all. Was nothing against Madison. It's an amazing play. It was just based on last week. So that was all.
I'm watching it on Premier Sports on Irish TV, and it's just showing the lineup, and it's a lineup of a 3-4-2-1. That's the lineup they've predicted.
That would be interesting. Jamie, while you're on, I want to. Kisme on Periscope says, I wanted to see some fight and determination, which has been missing at home. The home performances have been a bit. I mean, Brighton could. If Brighton have got any sense, they'll come and park the bus a bit, Jamie, and we won't be able to break them down.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what we've got to worry about. But I think that's what Maddison's there for, to try and break it down. And hopefully he can pull his finger out and do it from the first minute instead of waiting until the last minute to do it. So. But yeah, that's the worry. If, like against Fulham, if they take it, hopefully God not, if they take an early lead and then they park the bus, then that could be the problem.
Well, they're playing three at the back as well.
I haven't seen their team, to be honest.
I mean, theirs is. I'm not going through all the team, but obviously they've got three at the back, playing 4-1. Mope just in behind, and you've got Welbeck and Yakinbash guy, the one that we were.
So wasn't he the one we tried to sign a few years ago?
Yes, trying to sign him. Yes, in the World Cup when he ran.
Yeah.
So close to going through over Portugal. That would have been interesting. But no, Yakinbash, and then he scored the overhead kick last year. Oh, wow.
Cheers, Sean. Thank you.
Wow.
Cheers, mate.
Well done.
Sean.
Danny Welbeck's a tricky one because he plays well against Leicester.
Is he playing, Ross? I haven't seen the team. Is he playing?
There's his Matthew Ryan. Yeah, Matthew Ryan in goal. Ben White, Lewis Dunk, Daniel Byrne. And they've got Solly March, Besuma, Pascal Gross, whatever you call him, Joel Veltman, Neil Mope, Yakinbash, and Welbeck up front.
So Welbeck scored a few goals against us in his time, and
the Valentine's
Arsenal and Man U. Yeah, remember that when they thought they'd won the league on Arsenal.
The famous picture. Yeah, I remember that.
Jack,
wasn't Lamptey playing? Sorry, wasn't Lamptey playing?
Lamptey.
Yeah, was Lamptey playing?
He's the fullback.
So their fullback, you've got Joel Veltman.
Lamptey's a wing back.
And Solly March is the left one.
No, so he's not playing. That's a quality. I mean, that is good because Lamptey's a quality player.
So their subs is Adam Webster, Aaron Connolly, Alexis McAllister, Leonardo Trossard, Stephen Alzate, is that how you pronounce his name? Jason Steele and Davy Proper. That's fair.
So Lamptey's not even playing.
He might be injured. It could be any reason. So I think prediction. I mean, I said this morning 3-1. Oh, I think that's a 3. I can't remember what I said. I think
3-1. You said, Ross. 3-1.
Ross. On your aftermath, pre-match, whatever show.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
That's the reason why Lamptey isn't playing. He got sent off, didn't he?
Oh yes, he did.
Yeah. I forgot all about that. So that's either Tom or Locks has done that.
Yeah, thanks, chaps. Jack, before we let you go, Ross has had his prediction. Talk us through yours and why.
I went for 2-1. I think it'd be a tight game, to be honest. If they do sit behind the ball, then we've got to break them down like DX, innit? You know what I mean? Super could come do whatever. But Brighton are not an easy team to play against. Let's get that straight. They beat quite a few of the big teams, Man United and stuff like that over the few seasons. But tonight, I think we can just nick it. I think Vardy will score tonight and Chenga's under. But I think under should be starting, to be honest. I'm not having like this, but under should be on the bench, this and that. He should definitely be starting. When's he going to get his time in the team?
I think it's the formation we play, Jack, to be honest, pal, because we're playing that three centre halves. I think we can't fit him in the team. If we play 4 at the back, yes. But 3 at the back, I think it's a different kettle of fish for him, to be honest.
He's not a wing back, though, is he, either? So.
I was just going to say one thing with Vardy, though. He's not scored from open play at home this season. He's only scored penalties.
No. Penalties.
Well, yeah, so he's been a lot better away from home than he has from home. That's what they said. Yeah, he scored that penalty against Wolves.
Yeah.
Missed the penalty. He's not scored an open play because when we beat Burnley, he didn't score.
Wasn't it Sheffield United game last season, or was it Crystal Palace one?
Yeah, it'd been the restart when he last scored, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Crystal Palace, because he got his 100th and 101st goal. Because he was on 99 for ages when we beat
he was, wasn't he? Yeah.
Hopefully he breaks that streak. Hopefully, but we'll see. So yeah.
If he scores a couple of penalties, I don't care. If he gets a couple of penalties, I don't care.
Well, yeah, it don't matter. But yeah, I think I went. What did I say? 3-1, I said, Jamie.
Yes, don't change it, Ross. You've got to keep it safe.
I can't remember. That was all. I'm trying to remember. That was all. Yeah, Vardy with 2.
Never change it. Never change it.
I'm not changing it. I just can't remember. It's been all
Right,
day.
chaps. J and R, I'm going to let you two go. We'll see you later, chaps.
See you later, J and R.
Cheers.
We'll
let them go.
Bye.
Let's add in. Well, I know Locks and Tom are just about to come in shortly. I'm just going to get Jay in first. Let's add Jay in. Jay, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Jay, just give us your thoughts on the team lineup. Anybody in there you're pleased to see, or anybody missing?
Well, I'm pleased to see all of them. It's a very strong team. And Perez did absolutely fantastic against Sheffield United, so he deserves to start.
A few fans, Jay, saying they thought Under's done enough maybe to get in and show what he can. But Jamie, you were saying you think the formation doesn't suit.
Do you agree, Jay? The formation is not right for Under. Yeah. If it was a flat back 4, yes, but for the
we're playing 2 cams, and I don't think he fits in the cam role.
Yeah.
Playing him as a right wing back, he doesn't know how to defend. But
yes.
We shouldn't.
Well, Brighton gives us that a bit more security, doesn't it? Yeah.
Go on then, Jay. Give us your score predictions.
2-2.
Ooh.
2-2.
Where's all the confidence gone, Jay? Normally it's 3 or 4-0 with you.
It's home.
Ah, right. Okay. Then.
Last time at home. I don't want to go for a win.
He's learning, isn't he, Phil? He's learning.
Jay, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon.
Yep.
Okay, cheers, pal.
Cheers, Jay. Thank you.
Let's remove Jay. Thanks for clicking on the link, Jamie. I think it's nearly time to get Locks and Tom in. Let's add them in. There's Tom. Here's Locks. You all right, chaps?
Here's Anton Deck.
That's you right.
Anton Deck.
Well, Tom keeps swapping over, doesn't he? He likes being on the right-hand side of the screen, so...
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, you're going to have to remove him and add him back, Phil.
Yeah.
Anton Deck versus Morecambe.
Yeah, Morecambe. Oh, cheeky. Can you hear that, Jamie?
well, he's probably about right there, actually, Phil, to be honest. We keep calling ourselves old school, so...
Yeah, methinks Tom's pushing it if he thinks he's young school.
Yeah.
P.S. I think I'm about the same age as Anton Deck. They're older than you think. Anyway,
Yeah.
What's that mean? Yeah, Jamie.
Are they age better then?
Well, I'm actually older than you, aren't I, Phil? So,
Listen, let's CK says Locks is probably already drunk. Locks, obviously you don't drink and stream, do you? That's illegal, isn't it?
He didn't come on this morning because he was full of Bailey still.
Very unprofessional.
No, I'm not drunk, for the record. I am drinking, but I'm not drunk. Don't worry.
Bailey.
Oh, Andy, hold on, Andy. Which one's dumb? Which one's Lola and Arda?
Which one's Dumb and Dumber as well?
Them pair or us?
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, let's start with you, Tom. Yes. Tom, what do you reckon to the starting team? And I hate to be the bringer of doom, Tom, a little bit. I am already fearing this match being another one of those, they come and park the bus. If I was a manager of any other lower middle team in the Premier League, I'd come and park the bus at Leicester and frustrate us. Are you worried? I'm a bit worried. Are you, Tom, that could happen again today?
Not as much as if it were playing like the West Ham game again or the Villa, because Brighton have got a bit more about them, if I'm honest with you. Seen a few of their games, they've got some very good performances against Liverpool. They played very well against Man United, hit the post and crossbar 4 times in one game. So what can you say? I think it'll be a bit more open than you think. I still think it'll be a close game. This ain't going to be an easy game by any stream. Said that before the game and said it on Thursday night when we were playing. But I think we'll get a 2-0 win tonight, and I think Vardy and Under to come off and get a goal for me.
Hang on, I pressed the wrong button there. Sorry, there we go. Who do you say, Tom? Vardy and?
Under.
Tom?
Vardy and Under to come on.
Thank you.
Don't get me wrong, I wanted Under to start tonight, but I'm happy enough with that team. It's very attacking. People could say it's 5. It's not a 5 at the back. It's a 3-4-2-1, and Perez and Maddison sitting behind Vardy to create things. So it's attacking enough for me. And do you know what? We've got a game on Wednesday and a game on Sunday. The games are coming thick and fast, and we're going to have to keep changing this team around.
Locks, I'm going to bring you in now, but the chat is all about what is the Baldy Locks this week. Grace says you've already discussed it, already agreed it. Well,
Yeah.
lots of people want to get involved. What is the Baldy Locks bet? Which, for those of you who watch and don't know what goes on, Locks every week agrees to take a bet on, and if it happens, we'll shave his head. And he loves it. What have you agreed this week, Locks?
This week it is Leicester to win and Harvey Barnes to get a yellow card.
Okay.
Harvey Barnes who isn't starting the game. So, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Gray
That's just tweeting.
Greg gave us that one, and he doesn't want me to change it, so we'll stick with it for today.
Well,
Everyone's been tweeting Harvey Barnes to get himself booked.
If he does get booked, then it could be a bit of match fixing there. You know what I mean? If it's
He doesn't even know who you are, lot. So why is he going to fix the game?
well, if I put a bet on now, I might put a bet on Leicester to win and Barnes to get a yellow card. So
cover your bets. That's always the way to do it, isn't it? What was it last week, Jamie?
Ooh.
Dale was watching. And
Yes, he won 14 grand, didn't he?
In his bets.
We ain't seen him since.
he's in Alcudia.
He ain't. There's no bars open at the minute.
Joanna gets her. Let's get back to the score predictions. Joanna's saying 3-1 with a Vardy penalty. Come on, you Blues. Mick, again, is going on like lots of fans are about Maddison corners. I think we just need to get over it. It's a big thing, though, Tom, isn't it, for a manager to take somebody off penalties or corners? I don't think he will. I think Maddison will be taking all the specialised free kicks, won't he? Tom. I don't know if Tom can hear me or not.
It'll be an interesting situation tonight to see how Maddison does. I still think he'll take them. Hello.
Tom, I think you need to reboot.
Yeah, I think Tom's
What
on
do you mean, mate? You're not getting anything back?
You're about 30 seconds behind.
Oh, not now.
Did you hear me okay?
Hello.
Did you hear me?
Tom, you need to do a reboot. Locks.
Oh.
Over to you. Madison off corners. What do you reckon? It's not going to happen, is it? He's going to take them.
Yeah, he's going to carry on taking them. I mean, Under looked good on them, the other day. There you go. Anthony says it. He looked good on them. He's got a good left foot, isn't he, Under? So it'd be interesting to see if Under would have them if he was on the pitch. But yeah, obviously he's not starting the game. So I'm sure Maddison will continue with them for now. But yeah, that's all really to say about that. There's a lot of stuff going on. My head's all over the place today because all the negativity everywhere. I don't normally pay attention to it, guys. I normally don't even go on Twitter before a game. But today it's just unreal. There's so many different comments just slating it. Wig, I know you haven't even asked me for it yet, mate. We're going to win 3-0 today. I'm telling you, we're going to win comfortably today. And everyone has put all these negative stuff on Twitter. Once again, they're going to regret what they've said because it's just ridiculous.
I'm just adding Chris in before Jamie. Yes, Jamie, far away. Chris is joining us. Go on, Jamie.
Do you think, though, that is due to the team being given out an hour earlier? Somebody has leaked it and given it out an hour earlier? Because I think that is absolutely disgusting. I really do. Just because he wants to get one up and prove he's better than people because he knows someone in the club. that's
Is
giving
it
him the
someone?
team. I think.
Is it? I haven't seen the tweet. I haven't seen it.
I
mate.
think it was given out. Somebody sent it to me, and it was given out an hour early. It's absolutely disgusting that people tweet that stuff. That means Brighton know what the team's going to be. I think it's disgusting. I really do. And I hope he gets his comeuppance, really.
Yeah, mate. But to be honest with you, I think the issue is, I think there would have been this no matter what. I honestly think it is because of the stigma against this formation. But
why do it though? Why don't you just keep it to yourself? Why be
I'm
a bit
not
of a
about
crap?
that. Yeah,
It's
I'm on
not the
about
wrong-
what people think of the formation. What I'm on about. And I think like the other against Fulham. Yeah, against Fulham, right? We didn't lose that game. We didn't lose that game because of the formation. We lost that game because the players just weren't good enough. It was an awful performance by nearly everyone on the pitch, right? Don't blame the formation on that. We played this formation against Sheffield United, and I know it was a last-minute winner, and it was, and it was a close game, but we won the game. So I don't understand it. I understand what people are saying. We played 4 against Athens, and we looked good. But 2-0, it wasn't a 4, or it could have been a 4 or 5, but it wasn't. It was a 2-0 win against a poor side, if I'm honest. So I just think, fair enough, if you want to come on at full time and have a go at this, the system, at how we played and all of that, fair play. But before the game, don't do it, because what's the point? I don't understand it. It's not a 5. It's not a 5 at the back. It's a 3. These wing backs are going to be far at the pitch because we're going to have most of the ball. So they're not going to be back in a 5. It's a 3, right? And that's it. It's not a 5. So anyway,
we're about 3 minutes.
Cheers for coming, Chris. See you later.
Yeah. Chris, we've got about 3 minutes till kick-off. What's your views on what we've been chatting about on the team news, today's game? I'm slightly worried they're going to come and park the bus again, and it could turn into one of those games. Locks is feeling really positive that actually we're going to get 1 or 2 or 3 goals. What's your views on it?
Well, I looked at the teams, and I wasn't surprised, if I'm being honest. I really wasn't. But having said that, I still reckon I reckon we can do this, and I think we can potentially win 2-0. That's my score prediction, 2-0.
2-0. You're quite happy, Chris?
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, like you said, I think they will try and park the bus, but we know as well when teams try and do that, sometimes they then make mistakes, and we are able to take advantage of those mistakes. So yeah, I reckon we can still win 2-0.
Who do you think is going to have impact for us today, Chris?
Definitely the fact that Vardy's back. I'm hoping he's 100%. Because I know there was talks. I think during the week he had a little knock, or maybe I misread that. I don't know. But yeah, Vardy's back, and also again, I'm still really happy that Under's on the pitch. So yeah.
Well, he's on the bench.
He's on the bench.
Right. What I mean is, I can virtually see him on the pitch later on tonight. I can definitely see it.
Yeah,
he'll come on when they're tired, won't they?
Yeah.
He's a good player to come on and have an impact. Chris, sorry it was short and sweet, but hopefully see you later.
Absolutely.
Blame Locks for that.
Cheers. Yeah, Locks is ramped. We'll see you in a bit. Let's see. Tom, are you ready to come back in? He's put 50p in the meter.
That's better. Straight away, the picture's better.
I know what it is, because I was trying to stream, do this live off my 4G box and have the stream coming through to the Amazon Cube, so I've just connected to the house Wi-Fi for the Cube instead, so taking the pressure off it.
Right, that's the technical stuff, Phil. Shall we now go?
Yeah, what was your score prediction, Jamie?
I'll go for. I didn't give one, but I'm going for a 2-0 win.
2-0 win. Tom, what were you?
2-0.
2-0. I'm going to go 1-0. I am hopeful, but I think it might be tight. We'll see you later. Dumber and Dumber.
Come on, you foxes. Come on, Anton Deck. Give us a good win.
The other Chuckle Brothers, then, if we were Anton Deck.
To me, to you, to me, to you.
Yeah, that's about right. See you later, guys.
See you later, lads.
See you, lads. There we go, Tom. We are now just about to have kickoff here in the game against Brighton at home. You missed it, Tom. I did have a little bit of a rant a minute ago, and we'll quickly touch on what it was about. It was just about, and you've seen my tweets already, mate. You know what it's going to be about. If you want to follow me on Twitter, guys, go and have some. There's a massive rant on there now, but yeah, Tom. For me, there is so much there's misunderstanding with this system. I was just saying as well, Tom, that to the lads that we didn't lose the game against Fulham because of the system. The players weren't good enough. Like, it was an awful performance by, pretty much everyone on the pitch. So for me, we played against Sheffield United, even though it was a close game, it was still the 5 or the 3. And we won the game, and that's all that matters. So my point was, fair play at the end of the game at 90 minutes. If you want to come on and have a moan, that's all good. But at the minute, before a ball's kicked, there's no point, is there?
Brighton down the wing, whips it into near post Vardy, and it'll go out for a corner. And Leicester with the early pressure. Sorry to interrupt there, Locks. Yeah, I mean, look, like you said, the Fulham game wasn't lost on a formation. It was lost on mistakes. Losing the ball in the middle of the park, one pass by Tielemans, and they're on our back four. Lookmans get rolled and they score. The ball over the top for Fuchs gets caught out. Silly mistakes by Fuchs, should know better than diving in the penalty area. You give a penalty away. And then the performance was so dire. Let's see if Maddison can beat the first corner in the first minute. Maddison to whip this away stringer and go short. All Brighton to whip it in. Oh, volley by Ndidi and over the crossbar. Should do better there for me. Ndidi free, no one near him, and side foot volleys over the crossbar. Little short corner for Maddison. All Brighton first time. It is whipped at him, but in line with the 6-yard box, he's got a free volley, really. He's got no one around him, and he puts it wide. He should be at least getting it on target.
A little bit of a problem, which I did expect, Tom. You are way ahead of me. Like 30 seconds.
Okay.
And what are you on? What time are you on?
1:40.
Yeah, I mean, Maddison's only not even taken the corner yet for me, mate. So
what are you watching on, mate?
I'm on Amazon Prime, mate. I can't even refresh your, it's always going to be like this. I've just seen Ndidi's.
Come out of it, mate. Come out of the Amazon Prime and log back in and just see if you catch up, because it will catch up. It should do, mate. I mean, like I said, I've just logged everything out of it and come back on quick as I could.
Yeah, I've only just seen Ndidi's volley. Let's give it a try.
Indeed, because your stream is behind mine. So this is the problem you're going to have, Tommy. You're 20 seconds behind mine, yeah? Let me come out of self then and see what happens. If you drop in the comment what time you're at, that would be appreciated, because like I say, I think
Chris
we're all
says
going to have...
This is the problem when it's Amazon Prime and stuff like that, feeding through the internet instead of your antenna or whatever. I did think it may be a problem, but oh well. It's who cares? If Chris Hallam lets me know that it's 1-0 and I have to find that 20 seconds later, who cares? It's 1-0.
I'm at 245, Chris. 247, 248, 249.
I'm at 210, so I'm way out, mate. Let me try my phone.
Fee 1918.
What's the score, Fee? What's the score?
Who scored, by the way? Just let us know.
Yeah, I'll get a bet on now. Oh,
ball into Perez, edge of the area, lays it down the line. It'll go out for a corner kick after 3 minutes. And Leicester, all Leicester at the moment. The first 3 minutes has been all Leicester, and good start from Leicester. What we needed. I felt the last few games, it's something we have been a bit slack on, getting in there. 15 seconds behind. I couldn't cope with that, Andy, sadly. It's going to be one of those nights tonight, like we're saying. I think it'll go in a void when we are streaming games.
What are you on, mate?
Short,
what time are you on?
Ball into box, hold on 1 minute, mate. Pull back by Albright to Maddison and over the crossbar. 3 minutes and 36 seconds.
Right, I'm ahead now, but I'm on my phone, so I'm going to watch on here. I'm going to watch on here instead. That's the best option.
Second behind. Yeah, this one, me.
Yeah, guys, I'm on 4 minutes 7. So, Mark Albrighton. Ooh. Sorry, Tom. I don't know what to do because it's like, look at the...
I'm going to go to my app, mate, and see if I can bring it up. Amazon Prime videos.
Can you do it on your phone, mate?
Yeah, that's what I'm just going to do, mate.
Yeah, maybe phones are ahead, mate. Maybe phones are ahead. Let me know what you're on.
I was going to start seeing me because I'm literally just getting the Albrighton chance. Ooh, that's a good shot by Albrighton.
So I was 40 seconds behind you. Now you're 40 seconds behind me. Hopefully, if we're both on our phones, it's all good. But yeah, we'll have to see. But anyway, yeah, Leicester started this game brightly, guys. It's obviously 0-0 now. Just coming to 5 minutes.
What are you on, mate?
I'm on 4 minutes 50 now. 4 minutes 50.
Hang on, same as you now, mate.
I'll leave it on there. Yeah, that's all good, mate. That's all good. You might just have me like this instead of out here. But yeah, started brightly, Tom. Started brightly. It's what we needed.
I said earlier, with the performances the last few weeks, so we've been very slow to get out of the blocks. Here come Brighton. Brighton will have a chance. Saved by Kasper Schmeichel. Good shot by Brighton. They came down the left-hand side, pulled it across the box, and It's a free shot. He should be doing better there. Someone's got to be man marking the midfielder who's making the run. Albrighton dances past his man on the touchline. Hasn't got an option and goes wide. It's a lovely ball to spread it wide across to the left-hand side for James Justin to cut in. He'll still cut inside. He hasn't got an option yet. He has. He's gone to Maddison. Maddison's got the overlap here. Albrighton, give it to him. Oh, he goes green. Albrighton's still got the ball. Cuts it. Oh, cleared out for a corner. First time there, Maddison really has a chance. He should be laying in Mark Albrighton, who's made the overlap. A bit greedy there, but we got the second chance after it broke to him. And Albrighton slams it across the box, and Ben White clears it for a corner. Could have gone anywhere, that could have done.
Yeah, Adam, I can see your comment there. I'm not going to put it on screen, mate, but you know, you get those people who love slagging others off, and we're not really bothered, mate. You know, people can either watch us or them, and you know, whatever they want to do, that's up to them. But if you're watching us, then that's brilliant. Thank you for watching. But yeah, there's about 94 of you watching on all platforms at the minute. So cheers, guys. Appreciate that.
Back from the corner to Maddison on the right hand side. He'll swing it in with his left foot towards the back post. Johnny Evans is coming around there. He'll get headed away by Brighton. Fall to the edge of the area. Fuchs will volley it first time. It will take a ricochet and go up for a throw.
Yeah. Phil or Jamie's put here, Tom. Albrighton seeing a lot of the ball already.
Again, the wing backs are going to make the difference, mate. So that's why it's not. Well, it's not in a wing. It's a 3-4-2-1. The boys, that's what they're to do. They've got to push on. They've got to create the width for the team.
That's it, guys. I mean, you know, some people are talking as if Albrighton's playing right back. Right back. Have you seen him? He's not playing right back, for crying out loud. So, yeah.
He's got the ball on now, and he'll whip one down. He'll play a lovely ball down the line for Vardy to hold up. He'll come out onto his right-hand flank. He'll hold the ball up. He'll keep the ball. He'll go across the box, and Diddy will pick it up. He'll slide it across the box again. Fuchs will go out wide to Justin. Justin will run at his man, little step over. Cuts inside, comes back to Fuchs. Oof, another shot. And Brighton will break here.
Kent is here. Kent is on Amazon Prime. It is, mate. Kent from the Anfield Agenda. Check out them guys. Check out Anfield Agenda. Check them guys out because they do good content, and I'm sure when we play them next, Liverpool next, we'll be on their channel and they'll be on ours. So yeah. But yeah, let's have a look. Fee says, I'm not watching the game as I want to keep up with you guys. No, Fee, don't worry, mate. It's up to you, you know, if you want to be a bit ahead of us or behind us. But yeah, we appreciate you watching. As always, Tom, Fee's always there.
Oh, always here, Fee. Thank you for tuning in, as always.
There we go. Nice mug, Tom. Let's have a look at it. Oh, Brighton.
Over the crossbar.
Oh, it's a save from Casper.
And it says blue.
Blue. There we go. Let me just get rid
of it. Brighton got into the midfield. Too easy there. One ball down the left. Slides it into the position where the centre half and the right be. Another slide ball again through to Warbeck. And it's a brilliant save by Schmeichel for me. Uses his strength, legs outstretched to get the block in and over the crossbar. Again, it's a bit easy to open us up at times. I mean, for me, what do we had? We had 3-on-3 point there at the back, and that's a bit easy. Brighton will have this corner. We got 9 minutes into the game. We take him right footed. It'll swing towards the goalkeeper. It'll go all the way through and head it out at the back post by Fofana, who will lose it on the edge. Perez tries to come out and lose it, but
Andy says, on a lighter note, has the Baileys wore off? Yes, it has. Yeah, Tom, I know you were dissing me for the Baileys. It's just one of them things, isn't it? It's Christmas. Got to have at least one, so I had 6 or 7. So it was all good. But yeah, it's a difficult. I mean, I think that, I don't know. I swear it's not as nice as it used to be, Bailey. Anyone here in the chat who drinks Baileys, let me know. I swear it's not as good as it used to be. And when I say used to be, I mean only like a couple of years ago, but still. I'm sure it's not as good. Gray says, you lads are well behind. Well, Gray, you'll have to let us know when there's a goal, eh? Don't go trolling though. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 every couple of minutes. Perez on the attack here. Oh,
Goes
it's
down
fouled,
free kick.
surely. And it's not given.
There we go.
Just block.
Yeah, done, mate.
Locks thought you were on the V and lemonade. What's the V and lemonade? Do you know?
Vodka lemonade?
Vodka lemonade. No, I tell you what, Fino, I'm more of a gin and lemonade. I've had a few of them, but I like gin and cloudy lemonade. Cloudy lemonade's a nice one, an interesting one to try, so with a bit of gin. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Kent says they're idiot trolls. Yeah, that's it. I don't know how I don't know how some people just spend all their time on the internet trolling. To be fair, I must get boring, but yeah. Thoughts on this, Tom? Jono says we have been caught out twice already with them running into empty channels. Thoughts on that?
It's one of those things with the formation. You play that 3-4-2-1 that you get. They are the areas that get exposed, and for me, that's where Ndidi's got to be the covering man. He's got to float between the sides where the ball's going and try and help that back three. I mean, it is difficult because they are playing two up top, so two of the defenders are taken straight away. But you've got to float between left and right at times for Ndidi. That's his job for me. And people are going to criticise Justin and Albrighton when they get caught. Well, you can't, because they are playing higher up the pitch. They're not there to be tucking in all the time. If we took them in all the time, then it would be a flat back five, and it would be very pointless to be playing that today.
Yeah. As it says here, guys, please click the subscribe button on YouTube. Get us nearer to that 6K. Hit the bell as well so you know when we are live. Please like, follow, and subscribe, whichever social media platform you are watching on. And as well, if you are in a position to do so, drop us a super chat. Drop us a super chat and help us grow and get better, get bigger. Ian's here. Ian is here, the Darlow fan. Hi LCFC, it's the Mad Darlow fan. Hope you're well. I have walked over 100k steps at work this week. Good job, Ian. I need to do some of that, but I'm working from home, so a bit difficult. All I do is walk to the fridge and back, unfortunately. Gray says Welbeck is dangerous. Yeah, I mean, he's one of them players, Tommy, you can expect to, pop up with a goal against us, eh?
Oh, yeah, look, he didn't come through the ranks at Man U and then go to Arsenal for no reason. He's got a good finish about him. He's done that over the years. But, I mean, his biggest problem, he's always been injured half the time. But we've seen him can be deadly against us. So, probably tonight is another one of those. We know what you can do. Let's just be careful. Again, hello. Is he giving it? Yeah, he has given it. So the ball got played into, I think it was Tielemans. Do bear with me on this because it is hard when the pitch is only very tiny. And then he lays it around the corner. But as he laid around the corner, Justin goes tumbling. I think he might have been offside. But again, Brighton will be careful there, because if it goes around the corner, he's in. The referee's going to start looking at these and giving cards quickly. For me, I thought that was a clear foul by the player. But again, if he's just offside, it'd be interesting to see. Arsenal. Just trying to get on another platform, mate, so we can get back on the telly.
Oh, okay. Gray says, already done a super chat, guys. Yeah, great. We had your super chat the other day, mate. Really appreciate that. And Fee, and I can't even remember everyone who did it. Chris, and we appreciate it, guys. That really helps the channel, so appreciate that. Kent says, keep us updated on the Arsenal game, then I can leave you on. Oh, I don't have the score because I've now got that. I'll tell you what, I'll try and get it up for you. Are Arsenal playing? Are they?
Yeah, 0-0 with Burnley at the moment, mate.
What's that on? Is that on Sky Sports?
Yeah, Sky Sports, yeah.
Gray with another super sticker, Gray, mate. Really appreciate that. Once again, it just goes into the channel, and we really appreciate all the super chats that not just you, but a lot of people have given us recently. So massive thank you for that. But yeah, as we said, it just goes into my hair product. That's all. I'm a makeup artist. That's all. Let me get the. I've got space for the Arsenal game, so I will let you know, Kent, if anything happens. So yeah, you feel free to stay around for a bit.
Well, Brighton to whip one in, he'll go over Vardy to the back post. But again, we are trying to get these balls into the box to look at and causing problems. But they have got a big back free, really, for the whipping balls when it's only Vardy up front on his own.
Yeah. Barnes just been booked on the bench. By the way, guys, the Baldy Locks bet for today is a goal. Sorry, Leicester win and a Barnes yellow card. If he does get a straight red, then it doesn't happen because I'm pretty sure Gray said a yellow card. So if he gets a straight red, doesn't count. But yeah, Kent. There we go.
I mean, if you look at again, Brighton playing out from the back, but we didn't press high or quick enough, and before we know it, Brighton are halfway into our half down that right hand side, and you know, Rod would be a bit disappointed with that. It was way too easy for them. Literally put 4 passes and they're out their half and into ours and on our back 4 down this left hand side. Will he keep the ball in? Yes, he does for Brighton. Got to be quick to that, lad. Sadly, you know, very slow. He'll go to the right hand side. He's got a free shot. If he wants it, he'll lay it down the right hand side. Brighton will come again. Cuts inside, pulls back. Shot for Mope and
shocking.
Yanabat shoots and as he goes to kick it, he slips and it goes over the crossbar. But again, to me, it was just too easy. There was no closing. There was no pressure from Leicester as it came to the edge of the area. It was all pedestrian walking out and, you know, trying to close them down. It's got to be quicker.
Yeah, I agree. Imtiaz says Prime Video stream has been perfect. I mean, the quality is fine. It's just you can just get a bit, you know, miss a match with the timing and stuff. Kent, just wait for the ball to go out and make sure nothing mad's happening. Kent says, "What's your top 4 finish in league in the order, Tom? What's yours?" For me, it's Liverpool still. I think Liverpool will win it. I'm going to go Liverpool. I'm going to go Tottenham. You know. I'm going to go Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea, Man City. I think Man City will finish 4th. I just don't think they're at the races this year or nowhere near what they have been. What about you, Tom?
Tricky situation. After watching Man City again last night, very disappointing in them. I thought they'd do more against Man United. It was a very negative game, if I'm honest. I don't know what Solskjaer game he was watching, but it wasn't a great game to watch. But I still think Liverpool just got that little bit about them. Look, I know they've had some poor results, a lot of 1-1 draws in the last few weeks, but once they start getting a few players back, can anyone get near them? I mean, honestly, can't see it happening. So I think Liverpool will finish top. I think Tottenham will finish 2nd. Chelsea will finish 3rd, and I think we're going to hit 4th this year. I really do. It's going to be tough and go. Look, Southampton are up there. I mean, who would have thought that this season? Southampton would have been 3rd in the league tonight before we kicked the ball. This season at the moment, with only having fans just coming back in, anybody can win any game on any given day. So, look, it's going to be tough, but I still think we've got a great chance of finishing in that top 4 this season with the squad we've got. And we've got so many players to come back, and that's what gives me that little bit of hope. And ball of edge of the area, and Diddy with a great tackle, because otherwise he was getting a shot away. Leicester need to calm down. What, we're 18 minutes in now, and just need to slow down a little bit and just compose yourself, get the foot on the ball more, and stop panicking. Because the first 3 or 4 minutes we looked like we were going to cause some problems, and since then we've took our foot off the gas going forward. Ball down the line, Perez pulls it back, Maddison into the box, first time shots, shoots, blocked in the box. Welbeck wins the header, Fofana then wins the header. Ball brought down by Perez, Maddison, Perez will run across the box. He needs an option. There's no option again going forward there. It's all backwards. Had to go back to Ndidi because there weren't an option in the forward area for him. He picked the ball and ran across the box, and there was no one dropping in to help him out. So Leicester then dropped 20 yards back down the pitch because we didn't have a forward pass. What now means Brighton have got all their men sitting behind the ball bar 1. Maddison again cuts inside to Perez. Perez, poor touch. Perez, very poor touch. Will he win it back? He'll win it back. He'll come wide. Maddison on the edge of the area takes a touch, lays it to Albrighton. I say to James, Justin, who's swapped side by the looks of it. And,
I thought that, mate.
At the moment, Justin's come to the right and Albrighton's gone on to the left. So, season with these balls now being whipped in from Albrighton on his right foot towards the goalkeeper and try and test him. Fuchs inside ball, comes back to Fuchs. Albrighton round the corner. That's a foul. Referee's taken out off the ball as he goes in. Comes to the edge area. Maddison cuts inside, knocks it past him, goes right to Justin. Justin take a touch, pulls it back. Tillemans. Justin will win it back though. Fair play to Justin. That has to be a foul, referee. Again, the referee lets Brighton play on when for me he stepped in front of him and he's gone. Brighton will come and Fuchs will come over cover. That'll be a free kick this time. But played the advantage ball over the top, Vardy in behind. Vardy's still, they're playing on. Obviously, the new rules state that you play onto a bit. The referee then puts his flag up.
Mate, to be fair, mate, I've noticed a bit of, I don't know, there just seems to be a little bit of indecisiveness. You know what I mean? Like, there was a moment there where Leicester on the attack, James Justin was obviously running on the, through on the right-hand side. Maddison picked it up, and Maddison did that thing which he likes to do and just does a little, an extra touch.
Drop the shoulder,
but he ended up putting Justin through. But for me, too late. He should have put him through first time. Justin can whip across, and Vardy hopefully can get on the end of it.
Let's have a look at the Vardy run. Vardy he's off, but again, he's only probably about 2 yards offside there. It just showed you Brighton do like to play the high line.
Yeah.
I mean, the replay of the tackle, Fuchs has done well there to win that tackle because he's left his foot really late so he could get good contact.
For me, mate, Brighton have played some good football this season, mate, and I think they would be a bit too, I don't know, I don't think they would want to just sit behind the ball, for 90 minutes like other teams have done against us. I think, they've got more about them than doing that. They've played some good football this year, and their position in the table doesn't reflect that. And right. It's going to be a foul, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a bit of
It's a little nick.
And it's a yellow card to Fuchs. So Veltman cut inside of Fuchs, and Fuchs is trailing and catches it, man. He pulled it between the two players, all Brighton and Fuchs, and not much you can do there once he's past you. He cuts inside of all Brighton, and Fuchs just... for me there, Fuchs got to let him go. There's no need for it because now he's on a booking after, 22 minutes in the game. Fuchs, for me there, he's got to be a bit more clever and let him go in and hope that there's a man behind him to hold the play up, because we weren't in a position where we were being stretched too much. He was just going in towards the edge of the box. You'd hope there'd be a bit more cover than... Ndidi's coming over if you look at it. Yeah, Ndidi probably comes in and helps out there anyway, but Fuchs now on a yellow card after 22 minutes. It's not what you want to be seeing, you centre off book that quickly.
No, and we're going to have the ball in the box now from Brighton. Gross will get this on his right foot.
Headed away by James Justin, and it was a good header. It goes way out of the box. Whipped in again, edge of the area. Brighton have the ball, and it'll bounce into Casper Schmeichel's hands as he catches high up.
Juniad says, "Hi mate, what's the scoreline?" There we go, 0-0. That will always be on screen. I'm not listening with volume, Tom, but Gray reckons Vardy's been screaming at everyone to pull up.
Probably has, mate. I think we are too deep. I think we're way too deep as a team. Looking at it now, we've got 4 men in their half, and Maddison has to go backwards again. This is one big thing a lot of Leicester fans are moaning about, is going backwards and side to side. It is a plan, and it's what Rodgers plays because it's a possession-based game for him. It's about tiring people and out, opening up spaces. Ball in behind, Justin with a lovely ball for Vardy. First time deflected, it'll be go out for a throw, is it? It's gone
offside, maybe.
Let's have a look. It's a good run. It was a lovely ball by James Justin.
I think it's a corner, mate. I think it's a corner.
Ball came across to James Justin, and he takes one touch. Vardy makes the run, and it's a lovely slide ball from James Justin.
Good tackle. Good interception.
Yeah, that was a throw. Maddison breaks into the box. Shoots.
Ooh.
Goes wide. It'll be a goal kick, but better from Maddison then. Not mucking around. Not trying to do too many flicks or tricks. Just little dink of the shoulder and then hit it. A lot better. Perez with the link-up play to Maddison. Maddison runs in the box, ducks the shoulder, and then hits it and just goes wide of the post.
Yeah, just seeing that replay. Ali reckons Madders will score. Kent says, if you don't take your chances, Brighton can punish you. As a Liverpool fan, trust me. Yeah, but like we said, mate, they play good football. They've been playing good football this year, and the table doesn't reflect it. So I'm sure they'll make up some points, along the lines. But hopefully that's not tonight. Fingers crossed.
I said it Thursday night before when we talked about this game that Brighton were in a very, very false position. The game against Man United, they should have been 4-0 up home and dry.
Yeah,
they hit the post twice in the first half, and they hit the crossbar, and then again in the second half they hit the crossbar. They were very unlucky against Man U not to win that game, and probably same against Liverpool. They had enough chances, and even the Liverpool fans are saying it that they are a good team. And having seen them again live now, they like to pass the ball. They can move the ball well, and they look like ball into the box, back post. Vardy off the post. Oh.
Was Justin not fouled, or did he slip? What happened there?
Interesting. So
he's not asked for it. He's not asked for it.
No, I don't know if this will be VAR reviewed or not. It's the ball we're still playing on at the moment. It'd be interesting to see a replay. It broke to Vardy on as it just did. He just fell to Vardy, and he was a tight angle, and he shot, and he's hit the cannon off the post and comes out.
Playing it back.
The
ball ends up ball ends up back at Kasper Schmeichel. So
I think it was Perez who made the run into the box as the ball was going in, but Brighton were lucky there, really lucky. And we still got the ball. Justin down the right hand side takes a touch. Oh, and lucky nearly does it past his man.
There was definitely some. I mean, I think it was Justin. He either slipped or pushed or.
Justin Wright swings it in first time. Ball. Maddison!
Get in!
Get in there.
Leicester 1, Brighton 0. Talk us through that quickly, Tom.
Ball switch play came to James Justin, who put a lovely first time ball in across the box. It gets deflected out to the edge of the area, and Maddison side foots it home into the bottom hand corner.
There we go. It's Leicester 1, Brighton 0, and we are 26 minutes in. Well, there we go. I mean, literally 3 minutes ago, Ali says Madders will score, and there he is. So, that is 1-0.
Put it into context, Maddison picked the ball up on the edge of the area, slid the ball with an angle ball into James Justin, who made the run. The ball then ricochets from Vardy, trying to get the first shot in at the near post off their defender, straight out to the edge of the area, and Maddison side foots it through the crowded players, and it bobbles over the goal in. And just what we needed. We needed the first goal tonight. I felt it was crucial to get that first goal. So we now got just over 15 minutes this half. Now let's try and see what we can do. Brighton now can't just sit deep like they have done in some of the game. You know, they have played well tonight, Brighton. They'll feel a bit unlucky to go 1-0 behind after a goal like that. But, you know, it means they're going to have to come out more space for Maddison and Vardy and Perez to try and open them up in this game goes further on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that shot from Maddison, it wasn't the most convincing of finishes, was it, to be fair? But look, it was enough. I'm not going to moan. Brighton on the attack here is cleared by Ndidi. Jono, I'm guessing that is just what we needed. It is indeed. Leicester Fan TV, Jamie or Phil have put keep it tight next 10 minutes. We don't want to release. We don't want to concede another goal so close like we did last time, Tom. Obviously when McBurney scored from that header.
Oh no! Now, like as I say, the words I use a lot. Game management. It's all about game management. You've just scored. Now get your head switched on. We didn't do it against Sheffield United enough. Get yourself switched on. Get your formation. Get your positioning right. Rodgers will be telling them this from the games in recent weeks. Get switched on. Get organised again, and then build slowly, and it will come. More goals will come now because Brighton have got to open up again. The space is starting to appear quite quickly. We're switching to play. Lovely switch. Justin will have to play backwards, but we are.
There has been a switch. I want to say as well, Tom. Sorry, a couple of people have mentioned it. You mentioned it a few minutes ago, mate. All Brighton and James Justin have switched sides.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it probably is better more for James Justin because he's naturally right-footed. And again, another switch. Hold on, ball into the box, pull back, Maddison. Oh, what a save! What a save by Ryan. This is a fantastic save. Again, the switch play. The ball was played back to the edge of the area, and Maddison with the first time shot in line with the 6-yard line on the edge of the area, and he's bending it away from the goal into the bottom corner. And for me, I thought it was in. It goes around two players, and the goalie gets his hand down and saved it. It's a terrific save.
Yeah. There's a corner here from Leicester now. Is Maddison on the corner? I'm guessing he is. They play it short
again. Why are we taking short corners? Comes to Fuchs. Fuchs will go back to Maddison. He'll pull Brighton, chip it, pulls it back. Vardy. Oh, Vardy just flicks it and it goes. And Brighton will break. Brighton are now breaking down the left-hand side with Solly March. Haven't seen much of him in game. He then switched it to the right-hand side. Who the hell's who's just fouled him?
Is that Fuchs?
Oh, please don't be Christian Fuchs. No, Tillerman's with the foul. Thank God I was breathing there. I thought that we were going to see the red card coming out after 30 minutes. I mean, this is going to be the problem now. At the time they switch the play, if we ain't got cover on Fuchs, they're going to target him.
Yeah.
Januzaj did go down quite easy there for me. Yajaban,
Yeah.
is it? Yeah.
Whatever. Norwich, Brighton. I mean, sorry about this. That's the collar of the shirts that's throwing me off there. Brighton now with Pascal Gross again will have a chance to get the ball into the box, swinging it in with his right foot. Burn, White, even Welbeck plays in there that are dangerous.
Ball in, headed over by Dunk, I think it was in the end. Yeah.
Kent.
Dunk's a good player for them. I was going to say Louis Dunk's a terrific centre half.
100%. Yeah. Kent, just to let you know, Arsenal, yes, it is still 0-0. I will let you know if there's a goal in that game. Don't worry. It is 0-0. I've got it on above me. But yeah, so let's just see this again, Tom. That was the thing from Perez, from Justin. Yeah. There was a little bit of an interesting one.
I mean, for me, the defender wins the ball. The goalie comes out hard. He's very unlucky. He does.
I don't think he even checked it, mate. I don't even think they checked it.
I can understand if it wasn't given because the defender does get the ball and the goalie just sort of catches the ball whipped in. And this will be the bit where now Leicester will look at. I mean, that last play, Brighton on the right cuts in and swings it in towards the goalkeeper. And Vardy made a run.
And it's what he did in 15-16. He did. Obviously, Mahrez was on the right, Brighton was on the left. He did cut inside and whip that ball into the box. So we've seen it before from Brighton. Brighton now playing on that left wing back position, if you like. But yeah, not spending too much time in our own half because, of course, this isn't a 5 at the back, is it? It's a 3. Some tempers flaring in the Arsenal game, by the way, Kent, just to let you know. I don't know what's happening, but anyway. Justin with the ball here now on the right-hand side into Tillemans.
Yeah, to Maddison. Brighton, Wilfred and Denis. I mean, Brighton's come very central there for some reason.
Yeah.
That's better. Maddison and James Justin both play down the right at the moment.
Yeah.
Ball comes back to Tillemans, back to Justin. Lay your man in there, James Justin. Come back. Tillemans going across down the box. And Diddy, this is better, Leicester. Move the ball. Go backwards and you need to go backwards. Not like every single time. They needed to go backwards because Leicester are being pressured into that backward movement. But
yeah,
we're keeping the ball now.
Yeah, CK said Justin having a great game, mate. CK, yeah. There we go. Justin having a hell of a game. I agree with him, mate. I mean, I think Justin's had a good few games now where he's been kind of one of the best players on the park. So he's doing well today, isn't he, Tom? Going forwards, definitely.
Considering he was the scapegoat at the end of last season, let's not forget that every game it was Justin's fault. And don't get me wrong, he's still a young lad. We forget this. He's a very young lad. He's very raw. We paid £7 million for him last season from Luton after a good season in League 2 and League 1. He's never played in the Championship, this lad. So he's got to be doing well enough. Look, it tells me how good he is and how much Brendan Rodgers rates him when he keeps him and sends out Benkovic on loan and basically says that Benkovic is not ready for the Premier League. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Lovely Megs there. That's a yellow card, surely.
Brendan Rodgers has worked with Benkovic for a full season at Celtic and known what he can do, but he just does not feel he's good enough yet to come into this team, where James Justin has done enough in pre-season last year and the games he played at the back end of the season for Ricardo's position to get a starting slot at the moment. Like I say, definitely done him there.
I want to know something, Tom. I mean, I don't know if you just saw that foul there, with Brighton, or it was either Brighton or Maddison cutting in. He's been taken out by the defender. No yellow card. When it's very, very similar to the foul that Fuchs got a yellow card for. Strange one for me.
Again, I said it the other night, and I'll say again now. At the moment, the standard of refereeing in the Premiership, Championship, League 1 and 2 is dismal. And until they address that, we're going to always have these decisions what are not consistent. And to me, if you're going to book Fuchs for the first one, you have to book the tackle. And that'll swing inside, mate. So Tillerman swinged it in, it hits the side netting. You have to book the Brighton player there. This is the problem: consistency. The best referee we've had this season was the female official in the UEFA Cup.
Was that Luhansk? Was that Luhansk?
Yeah, against Luhansk first game. You know, she let the game flow. She didn't pick up on too many, you know, negative moments in the game where you go, oh, why is she giving that? Everything she gave was because it was a foul. Or she could let the play go. What was brilliant, she would let it go. She wanted the game to flow, so there was a flow to the game. For me, games at the moment they're too stop-start because referee want to be sometimes a centre official for them. I just don't feel now that at the moment we have any good referees in this division. Maybe Mike Dean. I mean, I know there was a lot of yellow cards yesterday, but watching that game, I felt Mike Dean got every single decision right. Every yellow card was right. Every red card was right. He got it down to the letter of the law. We talk about letter of the law. I mean, look at today. Liverpool get a penalty for a ball hitting someone's hand in the box. Last year against Man City, exactly the same. De Bruyne's handed in the box. We didn't get it. So that's the consistency's got to change.
Yeah, I completely agree, mate, with everything you've said there. Imtiaz says, so happy to see Perez back in the team and doing well. For me, Tom, there's just one thing one reason why Perez is playing so well the last 2 games, and that is simply he is playing narrow. He is not a winger, and that is exactly why Barnes isn't on the pitch right now, because we are not playing wingers. We are playing them narrow. Mark Albright at time, James Maddison and Ayoze Perez, they're playing a lot narrower, as in 2 number 10s, something along those lines. That's why Barnes isn't on the pitch. If you want Barnes on the pitch so much, like he'd be playing left wing back, which we know, you know, it wouldn't be. You know what I mean, Tom, don't you? That we're playing these 2, Maddison and Perez in narrow positions because that's what they're best at.
Oh, definitely. Perez played, Sheffield United and played a blinder because he hadn't got to go and think about winning the ball, trying a trick or a skill to beat his man before getting it into the box or looking for a pass. You know, he was getting the ball on the edge of the area and he was looking for the slide ball straight away because he had that option to do it. Problem is, he gets pushed wide. He hasn't got the pace. You got to remember, Perez is not a quick player. He's got a little bit about him, but he isn't rapid. You know, he's not a Barnes. He isn't an under who can beat a man for fun with pace. He wants the ball in and around the area. He's a fox in the box for me in some ways for his goals. He likes to get them on the edge of the area and, you know, come inside and find the little 1-2 or the tap in across the 6-yard line. Playing behind the striker, you see what problems he can cause. And I think it's been unlucky at Leicester because Maddison has been probably the golden boy for Rodgers. Let's not get it wrong. He is the golden boy for Rodgers at times. You know, a young Englishman, he's going to get that opportunity. And sadly, Perez was the one who's got pushed wide at the start in the formation. But Rodgers has probably bit the bullet more in the last couple of games and gone, well, I've got to try and fit him in somehow. I paid 30 million for him. I'm the one who's only going to get judged on him not playing. So let's try this formation of a 3-4-2-1. Oh, it's worked. Hold on a minute. Let's not change it again.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate, 100%. But yeah, Jimmy says crazy not playing Barnes, one of your best men. It's not about that. I mean, we wouldn't be playing Barnes in position anyway if he was on the pitch right now. That's our point. I'd much rather, Perez as a number 10 playing that role than Barnes playing a number 10. Perez is very agile. He's good in the middle of the park. He can turn men. He's not got loads of pace, as Tom said, but he can turn men. So yeah, there's some comments flying in about Tielemans, Tom. A lot of people saying he's having a quiet game, or some people saying he's struggling. Thoughts on that?
Struggling. I don't think it's a quiet game for him. He's not going to perform every week to the standards he's done this season. But you only need one moment, and we all know the pass he can put on players. Brighton and down the right hand side, being held up by all Brighton and Fuchs. Ball goes back again. Comes across from Weitman, who comes to Dunk again. They're in the middle of the park, but Leicester set themselves out here and look quite solid at the back now. They've calmed down a bit. I'd say probably after the first 6-7 minutes, it was all Brighton, and you were just waiting for that chance to come for them. They had the one with Welbeck, but now it's very much mostly Leicester in the last 15 minutes. I'd love to see the possession stats for the last 15 minutes to see how far Leicester's come on.
Yeah, let's just have a look at this. So Imtiaz asks, how does Celtic play? Celtic won 2-0, I believe. What are you going to say, Tom?
Just that one from Andy Meadows, but I'll just bring it up. Sorry, mate. Where's it gone?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's one. If you play Barnes and under, you have to switch to a back four. Do you know what, though? Isn't it a good option to have that we can change formations? Because we were so known as a 4-1-4-1 under the title win of the season. We then went to different, a 4-2-3-1 under Puel. We stayed to that 4-2-3-1 to start with Brendan Rodgers. We've now gone to a 3-4-2-1. We've also played a 4-2.
James Justin on the right. Vardy, get in!
2-0 Leicester.
Is it offside though? Is it offside? It was close. I'm sure it was close.
Interesting.
We can't celebrate these days yet, eh? We can't celebrate. We'll have to see. Let's have a look.
Mate. I've just caught up again. So the referee's now talking to the Brighton players. We'll find out what's going to happen. It'll be interesting. It was tight. I think you're right. It's very tight. By the looks of it, Massey kept a flag down. So the ball got switched to Perez. Perez ran at his man, waits the moment, slides in at James. Oh, do you know what? These are going to be lines on the pitch, but I think I'm going to say now he's onside.
I think he's behind the ball, mate. I think
he's on. And if that would be 2-0 to Leicester on 40 minutes, but what a switch of play to centre the park. Perez picks the ball up on the halfway land, runs at his man, waits for the right moment to slide in Justin. Justin sliding Vardy. Vardy with a left foot.
They're going to be lines drawn.
I think his foot, the Brighton player's foot, will be playing him onside. Sorry for bending down here, guys, but we're working off phones. We're working off mobile phones to keep him play.
I don't think it's that, mate. I think it's whether but I think he's behind the ball. I think Justin and the ball are ahead, in my opinion, mate.
Yeah, but even if not, mate, if you look at the back, he's in line with the back.
The one with Justin. Yeah,
the one with Justin. He's in line with Justin. And if you look at it, his foot is sticking out as he kicks it. I think this is going to be given.
What we got? Come on.
There we go. Oh, he's got to be on. Yeah, come on. That's onside for me. I don't think he's going.
Is the lines being drawn?
Can't be his hand. His hand can't be offside, so his hand is in front.
He's onside. Yeah, he's behind the ball.
He's behind the ball. Where his foot is. Their goal. There's no reason to give it. The first bit, he's pointing to his knee. His knee's there. His goal. This is going to be 2-0 to Leicester, and a fully deserved 2-0 to Leicester after the last 20 minutes of play. They've been all over them.
Here we go.
Oh,
Let's just get
onside. Goal given.
There we go.
Thanks for calling it, Lox, because I was busy watching the telly in front of me for a moment after this. The problem with having so many things on, but you shouted the goal in, so fair play that. And we'll take it, a VAR goal. And it was very good play from Leicester for me. The ball from Perez to James Justin is pinpoint, and the ball from James Justin to Vardy is even more pinpoint onto his foot. And Vardy, as we know, in that position, side foot is not going to miss from there. And Leicester 2-0 at half time. This is a massive scoreline for us because the results at home haven't been good in this season. So to go in 2-0, Rodgers could really give the players a lift. And Brighton, hold on a minute. Ooh, Brighton will probably be a bit deflated with that happening. Justin again down the right hand side. Ooh, holds it up nicely. I mean, how many fouls are refs? They're kicking him all over the park. Sorry, that was Perez who had it up nicely, but Brighton players win it back. But for me, there was a foul on the halfway line.
Where's negativity now, boys? Come on, 5 at the back, can't win a game. Yeah, whatever. It's not a 5.
Look where both the goals have come tonight, mate. They've come
from the wing backs.
Sorry, they've come from the 5 at the back. They've come from the wing backs, or they're not wing backs, they're midfielders.
Another one here. Madison's here with the ball on the edge of the box.
So
what a goal!
Yes!
What a goal!
James Madison cuts him from the right hand side and bends it into the top corner. What a goal. And the confidence is flowing through Leicester at the moment. Ball to Vardy. Vardy pulls it back to Madison, edge the area, does his man with a couple of steps over, drags it back and bends it in the top corner.
No VAR needed.
Leicester 3, Brighton 0.
No VAR needed for that one. What a strike. Hey, can't win games with this system, you know. You can't score goals with this. Hey, no, don't forget, you can't break teams down with this system, Tom. Oh, well, what a goal. What a goal that is. 3-0 just before half-time.
Team goal, mate. What a team goal for me. You know, the ball to Vardy. Vardy then back to Madison. A few step-overs, another little drag back, and then shoots on his left. I mean, but the build-up play, lovely little passes around the area to send Vardy through. Vardy then, none selfishly, could have shot, but no, do you know what? He sees he's got the better option with Maddis behind him and just lays it back to him. And Madison there with his silky skills. And it was silky. I mean, the step over. And watch here. Step over, drag back to the edge of the area, and left foot shot into the top corner. Goalkeeper, no chance. So just what we needed. 3-0 coming into half time. We're now 45 minutes on the clock, and long way back for Brighton now. And this could be let's go out and get some more goals. Let's get this goal difference back up to where it was before a couple of bad results.
Yeah, mate. I mean, I predicted just before the game, I predicted 3-0. I mean, look, it's 3-0 at half time. So, we'll have to see. Hopefully, I mean, I want to be right with my prediction, but I'll take another couple goals for Leicester, make it 5 or something. But yeah, let's not count our chickens just yet. But yeah, what a start to the game it is. First half, 45 minutes in, 3-0 Leicester. Great goal from James Maddison there. Good team goal for Vardy's one as well, and good. I mean, that's 2 goals for Maddison, Tom. 2 goals. So look, me and you, Tom, we'll hold our hands up. We were criticising him after the game against Sheffield United, because he wasn't good enough. He wasn't good enough. He got that 1 assist, at the end, which obviously redeemed him a little, himself a little bit. But at the end of the day, we were saying he just wasn't as good as we know he can be. But today, he's doing what every football player should do when they get criticism: prove people wrong, and he's done that today.
When you play like Maddison did against Sheffield United, and in credit to him, he could have really sulked, in the last few minutes of that game because it hasn't worked out for him. But to get the assist, it probably gave him that little bit of confidence he needed. He'll know his performance against Sheffield United wasn't good enough. He's not going to, sit there and praise himself for the assist. He'll know all round his ability to cross a ball, his free kicks, and corners weren't good enough. Where tonight is completely different. So the confidence after a goal is flowing through him, and it's the Maddison we saw probably from 2 seasons ago playing at the moment. The performance level tonight, passing the ball, moving the ball, creating chances. Look, he's an honest lad. The talk he came out with after saying, look, I am going to give the ball away because I'm trying to make things happen. I've got no problem with that. The problem I had with him against Sheffield United was he couldn't cross the ball past the first man from a corner. He couldn't beat his man from a free kick. It's just one of those it was for me. And tonight, completely different. A lot better from Leicester all round. And Maddison is up there, playing well. I'd still say man of the match for me, James Justin. At the moment, I think Justin has been outstanding.
Absolute quality, mate. Yeah, with him. Andy says here, mate, all changed when we swapped Justin over, which Tom, you noticed it, you mentioned it, and then within a couple of minutes it was a goal. Goal. Quick fire. So you've got to put that down to part of it.
You're allowing Justin to be naturally right-footed again. He can put the ball in on the floor without having to take a touch and cut it onto his right. Yeah. Where Brighton is probably better at doing that, cutting in and swinging it in towards the goalkeeper.
Yeah, because he's got the swerve, of course, hasn't he? And that's half time, by the way, guys. It's half time. Leicester 3, Brighton 0. We will have Phil joining in just a moment, I'm sure. What a half, eh? What a good start to the game. First half that was started off, open. I mean, it's been an open game, Tom. Brighton have had their chances as well.
Well, Brighton had the best chance of the game, in the first 15 minutes with Danny Welbeck, and it was a terrific save for Kasper once again with his foot, making himself big at the floor. I felt the first 6-7 minutes we were all over them, and then suddenly we didn't get the chance we were looking at, and I felt probably we looked a bit disheartened that we'd worked so hard, but we weren't getting anything. We then went on about a 15-minute spree when it was all Brighton and we couldn't defend. We were getting pulled apart and we were questioning where we're going at. Harris is underrated player. He is in the middle of the park. He's a completely different player.
He's a £30 million player when he's in the middle.
But the 20 minutes before half time, Leicester City just up the gears. And this is the difference. What Leicester got to do, you've got to find those gears. You've got to up them, and we did. With 20 minutes to go, completely up the gears, and Leicester pulled away from Brighton.
Phil.
Chaps, hello. How are you?
Not bad. How are you?
Yeah, you've enjoyed that half.
Yes, mate. Yeah, I loved the. Can't create chances with this system now. But,
yes, and people laying into Maddison. Thanks, chaps. I'll let you guys have a little breather.
Hey, mate. See you in a bit.
See you later. Thanks to Locks and thanks to Tom. They're both done a fantastic first half. Watch along there. Get your views in. Get your comments in. 3-0. Some of you were a bit worried before the game, me included. Listen, I was worried Brighton were going to come and park the bus. They've not. Brighton come and attacked, and it's given us some space. I want to know who you think is playing well. I'm going to say James Justin is having an absolute stormer down there. Mind you, Tielemans is playing well. Maddison is playing well. Perez is playing well. Albrighton's playing well. You know, Jamie Vardy. Who is playing well? What do you want to say? David saying thanks to Tom and Locks for the great commentary. Darren saying Perez and Justin both playing well. I would agree with that. Justin man of the match saying Andy. Madders is showing off, says Michael out in the States. Hope you're well, Michael. Stuart, great half. Yeah, one of the best halves for a long time. Absolutely fantastic. Robert, who's out in Arizona, saying... Oh, so he's got his British bird out there. Does your British bird have a name, Robert, or not? Absolutely brilliant today. James Moore says James Justin has been brilliant since he moved to the right. Or Brighton, says Stuart Widows, for a great change in tactics. Anthony's, no, I'm not nervous now. We're 3-0 up, Anthony. I want to know how many goals we're going to go on and score now. Even if we shut up shop and it stays 3-0, that's a great result. Let's know how many goals do you think we're going to score? Get your views in, get your comments in. Imtiaz is happy with that. He says, yes, yes, yes. I said 3-0, says Ian. 3-0. Madders would shine, lol. Dan is saying Jose Perez is underrated. He's played really well today. He has played very well again there. Who else do you think's played well? What do you think the final score is going to be? Michael's saying he thinks it could go on to be 5-0. Do you agree with Michael? Could it be that hard? Craig says, great half from JJ and Maddison is on fire. Bacon Peanut Butter, great name on YouTube, says it could go on to be 9-0. I'm not saying that, but we could have had a couple more. It has been good. Their keeper pulled off at least one more save. Stuart saying, what was Sean's score? Do you know what? Didn't hear Sean score today on the pre-match show. We couldn't get him on today. Great goal by Maddison. Yeah, which was the best goal? Was it Maddison's first one? Was it Jamie Vardy's? Was it Madders' last goal? It's got to be Madders' last goal, hasn't it? What do you think to that? Keep getting your views in. Keep getting your comments in. Got a few people clicked on the link. I'll share that. Let's add in AD first. AD, can you hear me okay?
Yes, Phil. How are you?
Brilliant. Thanks for joining, AD. What do you think to that first half?
Well, it was very entertaining. We started off a little bit slow. The percentage was slightly with Brighton early on, but we seemed to step up a gear and pressed a lot more higher intensity. And we've got the just rewards. Justin's getting a lot of space out on there, and they can't seem to handle him. A couple of lovely first-time balls in there, and we've got the couple of great goals. Maddison's third, world class. Absolutely amazing goal.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it, AD? What could this go on to be? Would you be happy with 3-0, or do you think there could be 4 or 5 maybe today?
I think there's more goals in this. They're not going to stop at 3. Why? Why take your foot off the gas? I think in the past we've been a little bit guilty of probably getting a bit complacent when we get to a 2 or 3-0 lead, and it's probably gone against us, or we've let the other side back in the game. So I think that keep pressing, keep working hard, keep pushing. I think there's more goals in this. I think they might sneak one up from a set piece, maybe. Obviously, we're not our strongest there, but Maypay is not. He's a threat and not to be ignored. But I think that I think there's more goals in this for us. Definitely do.
Yeah, brilliant. AD, thanks for joining and coming on live. Join us again at the end of the game or another time. It's been brilliant to have you on. Always great to get new faces on. So thanks, AD.
Yeah, good to talk to you again, Phil. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye. That was AD. Let's quickly get Jack in. Jack, halftime views.
Get in there, Phil. We're buzzing, isn't it? Well, it's more than a good game. I know we had a slow start. Brighton had 2 chances, but the Luton Cafu's definitely shown up this game.
The Luton Cafu.
The Luton
I like
Cafu.
that one. I tell you what, he's playing very well, but he is having some fantastic passes to him from Maddison, Tielemans, Perez. There's been, Albrighton. There's been some, and did he put one in as well? There's been some great passing to incorporate him and Albrighton.
Yeah, vintage Maddison for the third goal. Yeah, we're playing great. We just need to keep pressing. It's vintage Leicester, isn't it? We've not really played well before, like the Fulham game, the West Ham game, but we're back now, and I hope. and get back to the team we was last season before the project restart. The team that we know we can be.
Yeah, brilliant. Jack, I'm going to let you go because I've got others to get in. See you at full time, hopefully. Cheers, Jack.
See you later, Phil.
Thanks to Jack. Keep getting your views in, keep getting your comments in. We'll get them up on screen as much as possible. MTR says, vintage Maddison indeed. JJ says, Carlos, JJ and Maddison and Schmeichel 5-star today. Yeah, don't forget, Schmeichel did make that save to keep us in it. Jono's joined us. Let's have Jono in. Jono, how are you? Can you hear me, Jono? Jono? Sadly, Jono, I can't hear you, but do you want to tell us what your halftime views are briefly? I can't hear Jono. I'm really sorry. Let's add in Jay and then Ross. Don't worry, Ross. I'm coming to you. Jay, can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Jay, what do you reckon, just briefly before I get Ross in, what was your views on that first half? Pretty darn good, eh?
That was more interesting than watching us beat Athens on Thursday on March 17th. That was perfect.
Who has stood out for you, Jay, the most?
Maddison.
Maddison, yeah.
Playing like an English Kevin De Bruyne.
Jay, what do you think this could go on and be? Could it be 4-5, 6-0, something today?
Could be. But if we can score 3.5, they can score 3.5. So I'm not counting it out yet.
That's being a typical
football.
Leicester fan, that is, Jay. Trust me.
Football.
That is football. I don't see it myself after that first half. That was some of the best play from Leicester we've seen this season, isn't it? Jay, so you're worried still a little bit, or just, no, you think we could get a couple more, but got to keep it sensible at the back? You got to keep it sensible at the back as well?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Brilliant, Jay. We'll see you later. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
Thanks, Jay. Let's get Ross in. He's been waiting patiently. Yes, Ross?
Yes. I said that before the game about Maddison. I'll hold my hands up. I didn't say that he didn't deserve a place. It was just obviously from last week. But, oh, my God, it's like a different Maddison from last week. Wow. The players have stood out for me, obviously Maddison, 100%. James Justin, wow, he's been outstanding. As well, so 3-0, so let's not get too complacent. So Brighton, they're not playing terrible, Brian. We've just been world class. They've had a great just watching Amazon Prime part now. Danny Welbeck, because if that goes in, it's a different game. And brilliant save from Schmeichel. So I think as long as I think get one more just to be sure. But Leicester dealt take the foot off the gas.
Ross, it helps us when teams like Brighton. I mean, I said beforehand I was worried if they come and park the bus. Brighton haven't come and parked the bus, and that sort of plays into Leicester's team, doesn't it?
They've not played terrible. We've just been out. We outclassed them, so they're not. They played a lot better than what Athens did, and we've scored more goals in this game. Hopefully, obviously, the way we're playing at the minute, I'm gonna say. Oh, so I said 3-1 my prediction, but that's probably going to go out the window. But I'm going to say 5. I think 5-0. I'm going to go with 5-0 now. So, yeah, I know it's probably people will be waiting. I'm going to get going in. I need a beer.
Cheers, Ross. See you later. Jono, I'm going to try and add Jono back in. Let's see if he can hear me. I think I can hear you now, Jono.
Hi, yeah. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Thanks for joining. Fantastic first half, Jono. Some of the best football we've seen for a while from Leicester.
Yeah, it's been a great performance, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been really good. James Justin looking like Ricardo Pereira, isn't he? He's doing a fantastic job of impersonating Ricky P. Really happy for him. Maddison, yeah, I don't know what happened. He's completely turned it round. I think, the assist maybe against Sheffield really kind of helped his confidence potentially because he's looking like a different player. Fantastic. He needs to do this more often though, doesn't he? He hasn't done it for a while, has he?
James Justin, everybody is raving over him after that half, quite rightly too. I think some of the balls, he's been delivered some fantastic balls in very wet conditions from, like I was saying, Tielemans, Maddison, Perez, Ndidi, even Brighton. They've been some lovely passing out there.
Yeah, they've been pinging it around really well. I was a bit worried in the first sort of 15 minutes or so because, a lot of people have been saying, why are we playing the 3 at the back? And there is that kind of, we are a bit susceptible to them pinging it into the space and then we're chasing it, and they nearly scored twice early doors from that. But I think since then, I think that they've tightened it up. I think they recognise that, and I think that I think the guys at the back have sort of done something about tightening that up. But yeah, it was a bit of a worry in the first sort of 15 minutes because they almost got 2 goals just from running into the channels where into the corners, because they got a lot of pace up front. That Mopé is very, very quick. So you just got to keep an eye on that, I think, because on the either side, Evans or Fuchs, they're not the quickest, and we've been done like that before by playing 3 at the back. So I think that they recognise that, and obviously we've been pushing on as well. So I've liked what I've seen so far. It's been really, really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Stephanie says, what a game it certainly has been. Joanna says, glad Perez is showing his worth. Perez, again, playing more. I think Joanna will agree. She's been saying for a while that would love to see Perez playing further up in the middle. And that seems to be where he's playing at times ahead of Vardy today, Jono.
Absolutely. I think, I've always believed that Perez has been a good player. And there's a good player in there. But unfortunately, he's always been played out wide, and I think we've all said that he's not a winger. We've all agreed on that, and he's always been a bit lacking when he's been playing out wide. But I think he's really showing now. If you can put him in the middle, he's got something to offer, and I'm really pleased that he's back in the team and playing well again.
Jono, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully, see you later, mate.
Yeah, see you later. Bye-bye.
See you later. Thank you. Let's add in Tom and Locks. Hopefully the guys are back. Is it about to kick off, chaps?
It is, yeah. A couple minutes. Well, 1 minute, I think. Something like that, yeah.
Nearly ready to. Give me the shout when it's ready to kick off, Locks. Tom's not got his headphones on yet. Sorry, Tom. I've dropped you right in it.
Mate.
Listen, I mean, the half-time views, everybody's very excited about that. James Justin played well. But my biggest thing was, I think, we've played so well from the middle, getting it out to the wings to all Brighton and James Justin. We're really stretching Brighton, aren't we, Locks?
Yeah, we are. I mean, we're creating chances, and it's good, We're creating some good chances. I know Brighton had a couple near the start of the game, but that showed that it was an open game, So, I said to Thomas just as the game started, I don't see Brighton sitting back and defending because they play some good football. And I think they're better than that, just sitting back behind the ball. So, and that's what that's what we've seen. They've pushed, they've pressed us a lot more than other teams have, and that's led to some openings. So, yeah, it's been a good half. It's been a good half, and I mean, I said 3-0 before. I said 3-0 before the game. I'll take that. However, hopefully we can get a couple more. So we'll have to see.
It was Jay came on and said, being a Leicester fan, always worried in case we can blow it. I just don't see it today at all. I think we're looking far better, Locks.
Yeah, mate, I completely agree. And it just kicked off, by the way, yeah. But I think, we've got, I can't see us conceding more than one, so.
I think we'll go on and win it 4-5, something like that. Anyway, chaps, I'll see you at full time.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Cheers.
There we go, Tom. It is second half has just started. Do you want to make sure we're on the same time, mate? You let me know.
45, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, I mean, like Phil said, the first half was made up by us using the width in that team. Simple as that. We used the width and we've created 3 chances and scored 3 goals and fully deserved that lead after the last 20 minutes of that second half performance for me.
Yeah. Let me know if Kent is still here, because I'll keep you updated on the Arsenal score if you need to know. But it's 0-0, just kicked off. But yeah, let's get back anyway to Leicester. As it says here, guys, please like, follow, and subscribe, whichever social media platform you're watching on. And if you're watching on YouTube, if you can, drop it as a super chat and help us grow and get bigger. Tom, Andy says, watch Locks bum cheeks start twitching if Barnes comes on. Yeah, I can't have a yellow. So hopefully, being a few goals up. Oh, he's getting ready for full time, isn't he? He's getting ready for full time.
When you touch one remote and then all the rest, it still does that one remote does like every system you could think of.
Now, I want to ask you something, Tom, and in the comments, let me know as well. I've seen a tweet saying that apparently we have switched to a back 4. in the first half, we switched to a back four. Someone's asked it there as well. They reckon that we did on Amazon. The pundits reckon we did, but I only saw Justin and Old Brighton still far up on the pitch.
Who was playing which position for me?
Yeah, I think
I didn't get the change. I knew we changed sides and we swapped sides to bring Justin onto his natural foot, and we brought All Brighton to the left to swing the ball in, but that was about it. I didn't see us go to a back four. Thank you for that, Jono.
Yeah, Jono, cheers, mate. We really appreciate that super chat, mate. $4.99 there from Jono. Appreciate that. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Jono. I'm sure we will talk multiple times before Christmas. We've still got how many games? Is it Everton, and what games we got before Christmas, mate?
Everton, Tottenham the following week, and then Man United on Boxing Day, is it not? I don't think we've got another one after Tottenham. So Everton Wednesday, Tottenham next Sunday, and then Christmas, and then Man United on Boxing Day.
Yeah. Ian says there it's still 3 at the back with wing backs. I know it is. I don't know why people are getting confused just because a pundit, whoever it is, I'll tell you who it is. I think it was Andy Townsend, mate.
There we go.
Andy Townsend, the goat of pundits. He reckons we've switched to back four. I'm not too sure, but we'll have to see.
Just trying to sort
Brighton have a chance here. Brighton have a chance on the edge of the box. I think there's a foul anyway. Another super chat there from Kent, 199. I'm here still. I win 250 if Arsenal lose. Oh, squeaky bum time for you, Ken. It's 0-0, 50th minute. I've got it here in front of me, so I'll make sure I keep you updated. Hopefully, Arsenal lose.
Good track back by Albrighton into the box there to win the foul.
Yeah, 100%. Rochani is here. Hello, Leicester from India. Vicky Rochani here. Hi, Vicky. Thanks for joining us all the way from India. Whereabouts in India are you from? Let me know. Andy says, talking of Christmas, what have they bought? What have you bought Tom for Christmas? What have I bought Tom for Christmas? Oh,
not Bailey's.
Yeah, no. Oh, Arsenal nearly scored. I haven't got anything for Tom for Christmas. However, when we're allowed out and we're allowed to meet, when I'm allowed to meet them all, everyone, because I've not met anyone in person from Leicester Fan TV yet, then I'm sure I will treat Tom to, I don't know, would you fancy some souls, Tom, or fancy some Stella?
I think it might be
Stella.
I'll have some souls with you, some Mexican beer. I think that to go down quite nicely. But definitely, we used to always do it as a group. We always used to meet up before games in the blue. It's that long ago. The Blue Grill Bar next to the stadium for a pre-match pint and a chat, and then have a chat with the fans. And it's what I want to get back to, mate. It's really starting to hurt now that we're not allowed in stadiums, and it's frustration more than anything when I'm seeing, the boxing last night. There's 1,000 fans in there. Well, there was a lot of face was not covered in my view, and I thought you had to have your face covered if you're inside a sporting venue. But you can sit outside, like I've seen, and they're definitely wearing masks for most of the ground. So frustrations laying there that in a stadium inside for a boxing match, 1,000 people, hardly any of them had a mask on, and an outside venue we can't even get into at the moment. So that's my biggest frustration.
Yeah, Jono's wants to get me some clippers. Buzz CF31 says he'll pitch in.
Can I just say what a season Vardy's having? That puts him on 10 goals for the season already. 10 goals, one behind Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I mean, don't get me wrong, that boy's having a fine season for Everton at a young age, and Vardy's up there again. It's really close to me. 10 for Vardy, 10 for Salah, 10 for Heung-min Son, 9 for Harry Kane, and 11 for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So there's only one behind him, mate. Are
you behind me, mate, or are you on? My graphics been gone off the screen for ages.
I just got the other one still up on the other screen. Sorry. So I've still got that live with you, mate, but I've just got the other screen. Just show me the replays. I've just left it on.
I want to, Tom, we started. I know we're only 5 minutes in, but we've been started this half a little slow. Brighton have had a couple of chances. We found our rhythm, 20 minutes in or however long into the game it was when we scored a first, and we just need to find that rhythm again in the second half.
Yeah, got to settle down. It's probably something that Brendan won't be happy that we've come out and stopped sloppy with the ball. We've given it away too easily, but Brighton have got it. Brighton are going to push us now, 3-0 down away from home. If you want to try and get something out, you've got to score quickly, and it will leave gaps. It will leave gaps. We will get more chances in this game to get a few more goals for me. And the man on the ball, Maddison at times has got to be the key to make these things happen. Again, losing the ball in the centre of the park.
Yeah.
Brighton will come.
Gray says, are you going to donate your hair? If my hair gets shaved, Gray has made me aware of this charity, I think, where you can donate your hair and then make something out of it. If I shave it, then yeah, Gray, let me know the details and I'll do it. Jono says there, Tom, Vardy's doing great. All the negativity on Twitter saying they are all penos. Rubbish. Vardy is one of the Premier League greats. For me, he is.
What's your opinion? I mean, this is a topic they had on Drive Time the other night on Talk Sport.
Yeah.
And they were saying that penalties should not be counted in your golden boot.
Pathetic. Because what if Vardy's the one winning all the penalties?
Well, this is what
if Vardy's one-on-one and he gets taken out and then he takes a penalty, why shouldn't that count? They're stopping. The reason penalties are there is for stopping a goal scoring opportunity. So for me, who was it? Who was it saying that?
Adrian Durham, it was.
Oh, wow, I'm not surprised.
And Darren Goff, and as we're talking about, man, here comes Harvey Barnes. Have a chat with Brendan Rodgers. Oh, Barnesy, don't dive in on anyone, kid. Whatever you do.
Just to let Kent know, something's going off in the Arsenal game. Another bit of a bust up. Don't know who. Someone's got a rip shirt. But yeah, Barnes will be coming on. Gray, you may get your wish may come for you. I mean, hopefully not. I can't see. I mean, if anybody, Gray, if you can find out for me how many yellow cards Barnes has got in at his time with Leicester, I'd be very interested to know right now, because I'm getting a bit of a sweat on actually just thinking about it, because the win you'd think is in. So yeah, let's have a look. There's a comment here from someone says Fuchs is at left back. So someone's saying we are at a back four now, Tom.
It'd be interesting to see. I mean, Fuchs is now looking at he's playing wider, but you could fluctuate between a back four and a back three if Justin just drops back in there. So it's interesting to see if it is that, or at the end of the game, if the off Rodgers, if he changed it to a back four. For me, I still look at Justin. He's still playing high up, and Albrighton's playing up the other side. So it is an interesting one. It's very hard to work out where they're playing, if I'm honest with you, at the moment, because we're playing so high. But
sorry, I know this isn't Leicester related, but I think Granit Xhaka is about to get a red card for literally grabbing someone by the throat in the Arsenal game. Sorry for going off topic, but they're just VAR in it, and he's got him by the neck, so I'd expect it to be a red. So that should help you, Kent. That should help you.
I used to work at Talk Sport. I wish I had words with Durham and told him to pipe down Leicester. So, mate, he's a controversial man, and that's where he's got from being controversial. He's a good pundit. Don't get wrong, he is a good pundit, but he likes to be controversial because it keeps things going each week for them and Darren Goff. Brighton will make a change. You have. Leicester will break down the left. Is the left back Christian Fuchs, as anyone's saying now. Inside ball to Madders to Ndidi. Little turn, still kicks the ball. Oh, he's a beast. And he's still got the ball. And he's barging past the Brighton players for fun. The Wolf is back. I think we've missed him. I don't care what anyone says. He's been an absolute player this season. Look, Mendy's been brilliant most of the season. I think last few he started to catch up with him, the amount of games he's played for not playing that many over the years for Leicester. But Wolf and Ndidi just offers something completely different.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Just sorry, I know this isn't an Arsenal stream. I just wanted to let Kent know one more time. Yes, Granit Xhaka has just been sent off for a VAR red card for grabbing Robbie Brady by the throat. So just wanted to let you know.
Just a mix on it.
Oh, yeah, no, I get what you're saying about Ndidi though, because Mendy's been brilliant, mate. Obviously, Mendy has been, class since he's come in for Ndidi, but Ndidi's just a different gravy.
And they are slightly different for me in terms of player. Mendy's probably better at passing the ball around than Ndidi. Yeah. I think that's Ndidi's weak spot. He can do the 5-yard passes, but anything more than that, and he probably struggles with the vision side of it, where Mendy's probably moves around the pitch a bit more quicker, can can put the press on higher than Ndidi, but he lose. What's that?
The name of that YouTube channel. That I won't put it on screen, but that's the best YouTube channel I have ever heard. So good job for that. Gray says, "Why are you chewing your fingers? You look nervous." Now, I've got a burn on my finger, so I was just kind of, whatever. I don't know what I was doing. I was just touching it, but I am nervous. Trust me. But yes, Kent says, "Thank you. No worries, Kent. I hope you win your 240 quid or whatever it was." Let me. I'm not going to delete it, but yeah, that's funny. I can't put your comment on the screen. You know who you are, but I like it. I like the YouTube name. But yeah, Brighton have made a change. Jan Bash or whatever his name is has come off. Leicester in the attack here. Perez.
Right side pulls it back to Maddison, edge of the area. Go back to Perez. Don't be greedy, Madders. Turns inside. Should be passing it. He's rolls by 4 players and then shoots into the arms. I mean, for me, Madders there. He needs to look up because the ball was there for a 5-yard ball to roll Perez in down the right hand side to cross it across the box where we've got all the joy from tonight. Don't get me wrong, twinkle toes again. Another Cruyff turn to come back inside, takes on 3 players and then gets a shot away. But I know we're thrilled up and it's put a bit of a party time for Madders at times. He wants that hat trick. I can understand that, but let's get the game killed off first. If you get the 4th, you know that the game's gone. You only Brighton to get 1 back and the nerve starts setting in. Perez loses the ball, he's out muscled there for me.
He's gone down.
Shoots long range, deflected over the crossbar, and it'll be a corner to Brighton. And Johnny Evans is now coming out having a go at the lads in midfield and say, "Switch on, boys." So is Casper. Sit. Those are the words from Casper, just telling the players to sit, behave.
Yeah.
Perez there, he gets out muscled. No more than that.
I need a Basuma yellow card. I need a Basuma yellow card. That's what I need for my bet. So I was hoping that he got, he fouled them there and got a yellow, but obviously not. As it says there, guys, 4 more likes for 50. Hit that like button, please, guys. I don't know how many exactly you're watching on YouTube. Jamie, let us know how many you're watching on YouTube. But if you are watching on YouTube and you haven't liked the video yet, just like it. All you need to do is move your mouse and press it. That's all you need to do. It's just below the video. There's a like button, so just hit that and drop us a comment as well, I'm sure. Another great. Give it a rest. Get a text and book Barnes for no reason. Oh well. Right. Anyway, Brighton are going to whip a corner in here.
Second corner of consecutive corner for Brighton. Headed out by Jamie Vardy at the near post, away by Perez. Comes to the edge of the area, headed by Wilfred Ndidi, all over the back of him. No foul there, referee.
That was Basuma as well. Go on, book him. So we didn't have much of an advantage there.
No, Perez got the ball and tried to play Vardy, and if you find Vardy's away from me there as well. But he couldn't get to him. The referee said that he'd had the advantage. Well, I did think, as you said there, Locks, wasn't really any advantage at all.
No. How many seconds is it meant to be?
I think it all depends. Yeah, they say between 5 and 10. I mean, it all depends where you are on the park, I suppose. If you're right in front of goal and you haven't really had an option and pings around, then you're going to give it. But where that was on the halfway line, I felt like he only had 1 touch of the ball and then he misplaced it to Vard. Big red little bit. Holy fox.
Good. And Barnes is coming on, guys. Brighton get a ball in the box. It's Morpie. Ooh.
Go for a kick and
comfortable save.
Yeah. And Brighton will bring on Conley, I think, as well.
Aaron Conley, good young player. That I remember very last season. Came on, scored though. I think he scored a brace against Tottenham last season.
On a penalty, if you remember rightly, James Justin fouled him in the box.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah.
Ball in the air, full to fair play. That's a great bit of skill in the middle of the park.
Oh, there we go.
Giving a foul. Well, and Diddy was about to play Vardy through there.
Yeah.
Ooh. Brighton, I mean, fair play Brighton at the moment. What, we're 60 minutes in, 61 in, and they're still trying to play out from the back. They haven't changed and gone long. That'll be a foul, but referee, yeah, foul to Brighton. Fuchs will be careful there. Another foul. The ball's still rolling, referee. Leicester will make the change, and Harvey Barnes will come on the pitch by the looks of it.
Tom, the Arsenal fan, the Tottenham fans changed his name a bit, so there's no swear words. So we will get it on screen. He's watching on Amazon. I smell poop. Arsenal poop. Arsenal.
Do you think he's a Tottenham fan with a Harry Kane picture?
What's that? Sorry.
Do you think he's a Tottenham fan by any chance?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just the. I think it's just that. Yeah. Just the picture that gave it away, not the Arsenal comments, but yeah. Barbara says my husband and son will be happy. Well, yeah, we're winning, Barbara. So
Perez will come off. So Perez has gone off for Barnes. Probably not as effective tonight, but he's done a job for Leicester. He's helped create the third goal and the second goal. So good night again for Perez, and go sit down and get a rest now before Everton on Wednesday night. Where it'll be interesting to see if we go and start him again.
Yeah. Andy says, "How's the blood pressure?" It's never been great, to be fair, Andy. Gray says Barnes booked for not having shin pads in. Oh, shut up, Gray. Brighton on the attack here. Basuma with it.
Oh, that's a dive, referee. That's a dive. And why is that not a yellow card? Tell me that's not a yellow card. He's dived. He's dived every day of the week. He's knocked it past him, man, and he's just gone down. He isn't even touched hard enough to win a free kick there. I mean, I'm watching the Weed play and he shoots wide. Johnny Evans steps in, moves out the way, and he chucks himself to the floor and then appeals for the free kick. This is what bugs me. If he doesn't appeal for it, then I understand the no card. But when he appeals for the free kick, he's dived then. So book him.
You know what's even worse, mate? He's a player I need booked for my bet.
I know he is. The second goal, what a pass from Justin to Vards, and then, Maddison. It's a blind bit of skill to then bend it in the top corner.
World class, that, yeah. What a goal. Jono, he is right. Arsenal poop. Rogers is saying, I don't mind if you get a yellow. It's all about the 3 points. Kent says, who's your man of the match, Tom? I mean, for me, it's just before we go with that, Barnes hit. Oh, not Barnes.
Go about Pace Vardy. Oh, Goldie. What the goalie doing there? Goldie punched it. Well, for me, all you have to do was catch it.
Yeah. Man of the match, Tom, so far for me, it's been James Justin.
I mean,
or Madders.
Madders for the 2 goals. But, for me at the moment, Justin has been outstanding down this. Started on the left, but since he's been on the right, he's been so effective. Some of the crosses he's put in the box have been really, really deadly and effective tonight. So for me at the moment, Justin just shaves it. Even though Madders has got 2 goals, I'd say at the moment, James Justin.
Yeah, mate, I'd agree. Like I said, Maddison's going to get man of the match because of his 2 goals, but there's a lot of Arsenal comments coming in. Oh, are you laughing at CK?
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if that happens. Brighton on the attack here. They'll get a ball into the box, I'm sure.
It's going to go fair play. Fuchs a good header to send it out for a throw.
Yeah, I wish we had Damari Gray in the team right now, Tom. I think we'd be winning 6 or 7, don't you? Not good enough, eh? Not playing him. Not playing him. It's not good. It's not fair, is it, eh?
He did score in the under-23s in the last 5-2 the other night, so you probably should have started tonight on that aspect. But look, Roger's come out and even said this week that all we all knew if we were clever and read into that he's never been picked, that Damari Gray was leaving this football club at the end of the season, and he's even said it now that Damari will move on. Look, Rodgers made it quite clear when he came in this football club that Damari Gray was part of his plans. He was a very talented winger. Rodgers said he was looking forward to working with him. But once again, it's another manager who's not been able to work with him or get anything out of him. So does that not tell you there's a problem with this player, his attitude, or that he's not listening, or he's not willing to listen and take the advice from a manager of Brendan Rodgers' calibre? Because if I was a player of his age and Brendan came in and put me arm around and said, I believe in you, but you need to work on the following things: your crossing, your assists. He even mentioned at the beginning that he hasn't got enough assists for games for Leicester. That's what he wanted him to work on, getting more assists and creating more things. Well, he hasn't done that. So for me, Rodgers is giving him enough chances, and people say it's 20 minutes there. When he has started games, he's never done it after 20-minute spells and looked, confident. So for me, time's up. 55 grand a week for someone who's just sitting on the bench. Let's get him off the books. Let's spend it on someone with a bit more quality and actually wants to be at the club. I don't think he wants to be in. Wants to be in now. That was a nasty tackle by March, by the way. Yeah. We've just not reported on. I thought he did go through Justin. Justin's up and laughing, but that was It's a nasty one. It was on his foot. He put his foot down, planted me. March knows he's done it wrong, by the way.
Yeah. Steve Meads has got a big comment here. Let's not get carried away by the result. The formation has been tried many times and not worked, although it seemingly worked tonight. Against Everton on Wednesday, this wouldn't work, and the chances being created by Brighton is testament to that. Too many spaces in behind can be found, and we're riding on luck at times. Looks better at Ndidi is there, but we will lose on Wednesday if we play this way again. For me, Tom, it's not about what you say after the game if we lose. It's more slagging it off before the game's even kicked off, like everyone did. Not everyone, that's not fair. Like a lot of people did tonight before the game. A lot of stick given out to Rodgers and whatever for the team selection, and we were 3-0 up by half time. So for me, it's just about giving them a chance in the game. Give them a chance to see what they can do with the team selection on the day.
Like you said, I was the same as you, mate. To see the comments about 5 at the back again, so defensive. There's no, why are we playing 5 against Brighton? Blah 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 blah. Why we do it every game? It's not a 5. We need to get over this. I mean, now looking at it, we are probably switched to more of a 4. Looking at how spaced out we are on the picture. Definitely Fuchs is left back, and Justin is definitely right back. But they're still giving the license for Justin to bomb on. I mean, look now. He's the one making a run onto the edge of the area. So
yeah,
it's one of those. It is at 4. We have gone to 4 back, but we've also said to Justin, bomb on, push yourself. Push Brighton back. And Diddy again sticks out his long limbs and wins the ball back. Madison then plays it inside and to Tillemans, was it? So
yeah.
I'm watching on a tiny screen.
All Brighton, sorry mate, all Brighton.
All Brighton. But
someone's confirmed to me as well, Tom Barnes has got 1 booking this season. So what? How many games in a week? 13 games, 12 games, 13 games.
Yeah, it's not bad, really, is it? Really, 1 booking,
No,
not many games. So
someone said this will be a second today.
55 grand a week, 80 for Soleimani. Moved them both on if there's money for decent signing. Yeah, but it is. Look, at the end of the day, one keeps forgetting. Let's just go and spend. But we've got caps. We've got financial fair play to stick to. It isn't a case of just spending for the sake of it. You've got to stick within your remits because, as we've seen before, football clubs who went mental, like Portsmouth, let's not forget, Portsmouth are in the Premier League spending silly money on big name players, had one bad season, and then look at them, nearly went into administration, nearly lost the football club because they were trying to spend beyond their remit. I don't think our owners are stupid enough or silly enough to try and do that. And that's the reason why we don't go and spend 40, 50, 60 million on one player. Because we haven't got those kind of money. So easy said. Vardy nearly gets in. It's easier said than done. Sorry, Madders nearly gets in. But, it's easier said than done going to spend 40, 50 million. We all want to do that. But if you haven't got the money to back it up with then paying the wages.
Sorry, ignore me, mate.
Arsenal, mate.
Yeah, mate. There could be another red card here for Arsenal. There could be a second red. And El Nene for Arsenal, Ken, has smacked someone in the face going up to a corner. Could easily be a second red card for a similar offence. Anyway, but I'll keep my eye on it for you, Ken. Leicester are just about to get a corner. No, it's not a red card, Ken. It's a yellow.
Brighton takes it short. Back to Madders. Madders back to the edge of the area. Justin whips it in. Goes up. Falls to the edge of
Fuchs. Oh! Madison.
This guy's blown here already. It's blown already. The offside flag's gone up. What a hit by Fuchs, though. Really, he absolutely laced it. So Justin whips it in. It comes out to the edge of the area, smashes it. But the line flags up way before that anyway. So I'm not sure who was offside in the build-up to the line putting the flag up.
Just to let Kent know, because 250 quid relies on it, Burnley have just gone 1-0 up against Arsenal, Kent. So
was it a red card, by the way?
No, yellow card. It should have been a red, in my opinion.
From that corner, they've scored, have they?
Yeah.
Ball away. Justin flicks it away at the back post. That was looking dangerous for Brighton at the time. They had a man over the back there. Timmerlands comes running out, plays it. That'll be a free kick, referee. And that'll be a first booking for Brighton by the looks of it.
Here we go. Hold on. Here we go, Tom. Graham Porter's here. I could be sacked tonight. I don't think you're going to get sacked, mate. I think you're all right for a while. But yeah, Kent, If it stayed out is, you've got 250 quid, mate.
Dan Burn gets booked for Brighton, by the way, for
Yeah.
a challenge on Tillemans at the edge of the area as he was breaking away.
Yeah. But yeah, when's the next game then? Is it when? Did you say Wednesday, Tom? Tuesday?
Wednesday, 6 o'clock kickoff.
6 o'clock kickoff on Amazon Prime, eh?
God, does your head in know these times? Look, don't get me wrong, it's great because everyone's getting to watch the games, but I will be glad when we get back to a bit more reality of football time. Just 6 o'clock is such a rush for me to get home from work and get set up and everything. And I think it's for every fan who's still working to get home in time. You know, it's silly. Kent did carry on, not great.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I was about to say Kent. Don't call him Gary, but no, Kent Gray's got in there. Gray, Kent, it's Gray, not Gary. Oh, I love you, Gray. But yeah, let's scrap me up that as.
Free kick to Brighton, by the way, bang in the middle of our half. About 10 yards from the right-hand touch line, and it'll be whipped in towards the back post. I think this one they've got to try and do something with less than 20 minutes to go.
Yeah, is the ball into the box? Evans cleared
away. You know, we've looked comfortable with this half. I know they've had one or two, moments, but overall, Leicester have bossed this game from 20 minutes the second half to ball up to Vardy, holds it up nicely, turns inside. The ball's over there. Go on, Vards, bomb at them. They're all backing off Vardy. Little lane to Madders. Madders go right. James, Justin down the line to Barnes. Barnes flicks, touch, goalie saves. Unlucky there. Better play from Leicester. Really cut Brighton apart there on that counter attack. Slow build up there, and then Fofana comes flying in and wins the ball. Takes his man after. There'll be this card. There's another foul. Will he book him? No, not going to book him. Be a free kick. Justin does take him out. But again, all Brighton side was the ball that whipped it in. But that was better from Leicester trying to open up. And Dennis Pratt will come on. Who will go off? Will it be Tillemans? No, Madders will come off now. 2 goals for the night. He'll be quite happy with his night's work, I think. And I think Rodgers will be. Just getting ready for Everton away, where we're going to need him.
Yeah, mate. It's going to be massive. It's going to be massive on Thursday, on Wednesday. 2 assists, mate, Vardy. 2 assists and a goal. So, yeah. Helps with my dream team, my FPL. That was 12 points from Vards. So cheers for that, Jamie.
I've got Vards as well, mate.
Yeah, 12 points, mate. Unless you've captained him, then you got 24.
No, I've got Calvert-Lewin as captain, sadly. He's gone quiet.
Yeah. Hit them likes, guys. Like the button. Click the like button on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe. What?
You call it Cornish that Twitter.
Make sure you like on Twitter, and on YouTube as well, of course. And then if you can drop us a super chat if you're in a position to do so, that'd be brilliant. Thanks to those who have already done that. Right, I need to ask a question. Okay, sorry, that was a bit dramatic. Anyone who knows betting, how do booking points work? How many yellows is a book is 10? How many booking points is 1 yellow? I need to know this, like ASAP.
You need to. Oh dear.
Because I've got a feeling 10 booking points is from 1 yellow, but I'm not too sure. If it is, what do I do? I'm getting offered a cash out of 50 quid.
Brian to take a corner here. He'll go short again. What we've done, a lot of short corners tonight. Justin to whip it into the back post. Fofana over the crossbar. Oh no, falls to Barnes. And did he? Deflected wide, is it? Or is it a goal kick? Goal kick. I mean, what to say? That was better. We're doing a lot of short corners tonight. I mean, that was another one. Short corner. All Brighton lays it back to Justin. Justin to the far post. The ball then ricochets. I mean, Joni just off Fofana's head by Burns. Barnes pulls it back and did he left foot, plant foot and swing. I think the technique will say for that. 5 yellow cards equals 1 red.
Are you sure? I think they misunderstood the question. How many booking points is 1 yellow? I believe it's 10. So in that case, I need. Are you ready for this? All right, it's not just you winning big, Kent. Well, I'm not winning as big as you, but I need 1 Brighton yellow card. I need one Brighton yellow card, one more Brighton yellow card
Okay.
for 130 quid. So that's a nice little bonus before Christmas, ain't it, Tom?
14 minutes to go plus injury times. Brighton have brought on Alex McAllister, their creative midfielder from New Zealand.
Yeah, no, Ken, I know you're not cashing out. I was saying they're offering me 50 quid cash out, Tom. I don't know if I should do that. I'm going to leave it.
I'll let it run.
Yeah, 130. One Brighton yellow card. That could happen easily, couldn't it?
Yeah.
People are saying 4-0. Don't lie. I'll have to time you out. I'm going to have to time you out if you keep doing that. There we go. Yeah, Brighton on the edge of the area here. Gray wants Barnes to get a yellow card. Not surprised. Yeah, sorry if we've had to time you out. It's just you are spamming the chat. So 5 booking points. One yellow. Oh, who's that for?
Ooh.
Leicester.
Leicester. Johnny Evans has gone through Mopai there. Has he gone through him? Oh, come off this. So the ball gets played around the corner. Mopai flicks it away. I mean, Evans stumbles, if I'm honest with you, and his feet just slipped into the back of Mopai. He hasn't gone through him malicious. It's just literally just slipped as he's gone to tackle him. And it's 69 equals 4.
No. I've just checked. It's 10. It is 10. So it's one more yellow I need. It's 10 points. But yeah, we are 78 minutes in. Brighton have a free kick here about what, Tom? 30 yards, 25, 30 yards, something like that.
Yeah, about that.
Will they take a shot on goal? I reckon they might, the way they're looking at this.
You got to do something. You need a goal quickly. The time is ticking, and I think Brendan will be a bit good about the second half performance. You go 3-0 up. I know Brendan will want the clean sheet as well today. We'll take it short and deflect wide for a corner, but the second half probably been a bit stop-start for me. We've had periods where we've opened Brighton up and had a chance, but I wouldn't say we've had one clear-cut chance in this second half for me that you could go that should have been in. You need one yellow card, Barnes.
No, I need one Brighton.
Clip to the back post. There's a 2-on-1 overlap. Fuchs is fouled. They're clearly fouled. And the referee gives it. You've gone over
yellow, maybe. I don't think I'm getting a yellow for that.
Dunk looks a bit bemused by the situation. It was clipped to the back post. There was a 2-on-1. Fuchs being left exposed, and Dunk turns his back on Fuchs, and Fuchs goes over the top of him.
Here's Happy Mendy.
Hashtag Magic Monday's coming on, and that'll be the end of the night for Ndidi.
Yes.
Wolf will go off after 79 minutes of a good performance. 79 minutes under the belt for Ndidi. What's massive for him to get his fitness back, and he's played very well tonight again. Wolf winning the ball back timelessly and setting up the counter attacks for fun. We're giving the ball to Madders. So well done, Wolf. Good to have you back in the picture, and good to see him get some minutes under there, mate. Without any concerns.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I mean, it's going to been a bit of a quieter half now, Tom. I mean, look, 3-0. I predicted that before the game. I could see it finishing 3-0. To be fair, mate, I think this game's gone a bit, stagnant here. Really, I think it's just
I'd take me now. To get Vardy off, bring Nacho on, or bring Under on and push Barnes up front. You could easily do that. It's one of those. I think now he's 3-0 up. We tend to get Vardy off the pitch and get him, fresh and ready for Everton. Why waste another 10 minutes of Vardy's legs in this game? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, they've taken off Wilf. They've taken off Perez. Both players, I could see starting against Everton.
No, they've used the 3 subs, then, haven't they? They've taken off Perez, Maddison, and Wilf. That's
of course. Yeah, that's it.
Ball down the right hand side, overplayed by James Justin, and luckily just got away from him. I mean, someone did put in there earlier. I can't remember where it is. The comments gone about 5 substitutions.
Yeah, we've discussed this before, mate. Not for me.
And put it for 5 subs or against it in the Prem. I just think you're giving the bigger teams the advantage for me. Teams who have got like an extra 4 superstar players, it really gives them an advantage in the games against some of the smaller clubs. If Man U can bring on an extra Pogba in the 90, with 20 minutes to go and they've used all the subs up, it's a massive player to be able to bring on. Bruno Fernandes, there could be an extra player there, or if he's not started, same for Chelsea, same for Tottenham. If you've used your 3 subs up, we've got Gareth Bale left, let's bring him on. The only way that for me works, if you're going to do the 5, is that they have to be academy graduates. That's the only play where you make it even playing field, that they have to be academy graduates and they have to be under the age of 19 or 20. So it's literally just the fresh legs more than anything. Then you actually bring quality on, and I don't think any team in the top 4 would go for that anyway. So
yeah. I mean, Man City will have Phil Foden, I suppose, but still, that's ball over the top here for Brighton. Is that Morpie? Yeah, Morpie with it here in the right-hand corner. Should go out for a corner. It does.
Looks for a quick one, but no one's there, and he'll leave it for Gross to come over and whip one an away swinging corner with his right foot.
Someone asked about Soyuncu as well, mate. I think he's not far off, is he? It's not as bad as they thought.
Roger's saying he's back out doing a bit of training, but I think he's still about 2 weeks away. They're saying maybe a week. I know ball headed away by Vardy. Shot comes flying in, deflected again, and Brighton have it on the edge of the area. Yeah, I think they were saying Ricardo 2 to 3 weeks away. I think they're saying Soyuncu maybe a week to 10 days away from coming back.
Jamie Vardy
flicks it. Oh, just unlucky there.
I want someone to catch him. I need a yellow card here, big time for Brighton.
We got 7 minutes to go, plus injury time, so maybe 10 with all the subs. 11 minutes left. You still got a chance, mate.
No, I should have cashed that really for 50 quid, shouldn't I? Oh well, I'm a rider. I ride it out. It's whatever. It was only a £5 bet, so I'm only losing a £5. You know what I mean? But I'm not losing 50. I never had the 50. It was just the 5. So, although that was a late challenge, that could be a yellow on Morpie. Come on, that's a booking. Go on, ref. No, nothing happening. For me, that's a yellow. Or am I? Did I? All I can see is Maddison sat on the bench. In the stands.
They haven't said it's a yellow card.
But yeah, how long to? Oh, okay, fair enough. They were sending his man of the match. Yeah, I don't think that was a yellow. I was quite surprised by that. That was a strange one. I thought they went quite late in on our player there, but yeah, squeaky bum time for you as well. Kent, because Arsenal are getting back into this game, with 5 minutes to go. But yeah, 84 minutes in, guys. Still 3-0. Leicester comfortable here. Brighton having a couple chances to get in behind, but nothing too solid really. It's just a bit boring now, really.
Just letting it tick away, aren't they? Really, they haven't come out and got into second gear. Really, for me, it's been a.
They needed a reaction at half time. They didn't really have one.
Don't get me wrong, Brighton have come out and they have really started closing us down from the top of the pitch. But Leicester haven't really come out the second half and played the way they did in the first half. They've gone back into the second gear. They haven't gone into third and fourth gear like they did in the last 20 minutes of the first half. They've got the goals.
Yeah.
Arsenal going down.
It's not
like
great,
the name as
well. Which one? Stephen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the car for Barnes coming up.
Schmeichel's yelling at the players here.
He'll be frustrated. I think Brendan will be frustrated with that second half performance because I think he said last year he targeted 70 odd goals would get us in the top 4. That's how many goals you've got to score to get in that area. 70 odd goals. If we're looking at, so I can understand if you're 3-0 up, you're thinking, right, how many can we get in the second half? Can we go and get another couple or another goal to get that 4 or 5? I'm not expecting you to come out 6, 7, 8, 9 goals, but we could have. For me, we should have come out at least another goal in the second half or a decent chance. And I can't count a decent chance in the second half that we've actually had that's caused our goalkeeper any harm. I know Maddis had that shot when he went through 4 men, but it did P-roll to him.
Yeah, 100%. Someone's asked how many shots on target have Leicester have?
Oh, 1 minute, right, look, mate.
6, I think.
Six shots on target out of 15. Passes 459 to 460. It just shows you, though, Brighton are, are only 50-odd passes away from us. It just shows you how Brighton want to play. They don't change the way they play at all. They stick to very much, we will play a passing game. We aren't going to change. Antidextrine. That's Jamie. That's got to be Jamie.
Of course it is. We've had 15 shots, 6 on target. So yeah.
Even like you say, possession 53 to 47. It's been close. I know the scoreline doesn't reset the game. The second half, Brighton have been all over us. For me, that they're the ones who are pushing and trying to get something. Well, trying to get back into it. Obviously, they've got to. But for me, like I say, we literally just cruised the second half. For me, in second gear, and just watching the time tick down.
Yeah, someone said yellow card, but I don't know if they're taking the mick or not.
I think they are, mate.
Cheers for that, whoever that is. Appreciate that. I did see someone go in late on Mendy, but I don't know if that was. I didn't think I saw a yellow.
Well, we're going to have 3 minutes to go. We're literally just knocking around Tillemans in the middle of the park.
That's it, mate. Just knocking it around now.
Like I say, clean sheet, all Brighton to switch the play. He does switch it. It was an awful ball from Albright trying to switch it to Pratt, but it literally P-rolls across the centre of the park and Leicester will continue.
Oh, Barnes booked, course, Jamie, whatever. I don't think he has been, mate. I don't think he has.
Fuchs at the left back position will clip one up the line. He'll run to Barnes. No, Dennis Pratt, sorry. Pratt will shove him in the back and that'll be a free kick to Brighton. Barnes put
Who did Pratt come on for? Was it Maddison?
Pratt came on for, Madders.
Right, well, we are 88 minutes in. Probably be three or 4 minutes at a time.
The thing is, mate, the second half, it's disappointing me to score, but we're not conceding at the moment.
That's it, mate.
I know Brighton have come and they've had a few more shots in the second half, but they haven't really created one clear-cut chance. We've actually defended quite, rigid. Balls like that, though, that's been the problem second half. Too direct to Vardy, and Vardy's got 4 men on him. He's not had anyone round him to play off. Now that Perez has gone off for Maddison, there's just no one there with him. If you look at it now, Vardy's up the top of the pitch on his own. We've just crossed the half-lane line and we've got 3 players up there with him. Justin's still running. Justin, for me, is my man of the match today. 1-2. Pulls it across the goal. Oh, Vardy moved to the back post and gone to the front. But again, James Justin, what a run. Lumbursting run to do a 1-2 and get down the pitch.
Kent says, good channel. Not a Leicester fan, but I appreciate good content. Yeah, cheers, mate. Kent, appreciate that. Same to Fee as well. Appreciate that, Fee, for that comment. Thank you for coming back. I mean, there's a few of you. Well, there's quite a few of you who come back every watch along. So we appreciate it. Names on the top of my head.
Justin put corner kick. Sorry, mate. Ball broke in the bottom from Albright to Justin. Justin tries to smash it across the goal as we go into added time with 2 minutes in this game remaining.
Oh, I should have cashed out, mate. Oh, God. Oh, well. I thought we were going to have more than 2 minutes, if I'm honest with you, mate. What are they offering me now? Cash out 8? I bet about £1.
I mean, second half.
They're still offering me 11 quid, to be fair. Do you reckon I do it, or do you reckon I keep it on?
Pull back. Oh, nearly in again, Leicester, down that side. And the short corners, they are literally targeting the short corners, but trying to pull Brighton out of position. Every one. I mean, I don't think I can count any corners that we've actually whipped in first time. They've always been short. Albright will jog out, take another one with Tillemans, taking it short again. Albright rolls the ball to Tillemans down the line. I mean, we are literally just doing short corners to Mendy, back to Tillemans, to Albrighton, to Justin. He'll take a step, tries to do his man, it'll go out for a throw to Leicester. It's interesting, though, tonight that we have targeted the short corners, then whipping it into the box. We are trying to make some angles for these crosses. There is the method in the madness, let's put it that way. We haven't just whipped it in from a corner once tonight. We've literally, and that'll be another corner to Leicester. Well played, all Brighton in the corner flag, holding it up with just under 50 seconds to go of the game. Professional, you know, the last 5 or 10 minutes, trying to keep it higher up the park for me. We've still got the ball.
I've cashed that, mate. 11 quid. I'll take that. You know, when there was a minute left, I think that's a good. They've offered me a nice cash out there, mate.
Short corner again, man, all the way to Mendy. Mendy back to Fofana. I mean, that says it already. Fofana all the way back to Kasper Schmeichel. This clean sheet means a lot to Leicester, I think, at the moment. You can see that. We're not mucking around. Let's get the clean sheet. Kasper will go wide to Justin at right back. He'll come back inside to Fofana. Fofana will hold his foot over the ball. With literally seconds ticking across, Michael will hold the ball up there. Goes to full-time whistle. Leicester win 3-0 versus Brighton.
There we go. It's full-time. Leicester City 3, Brighton 0. Goals from Maddison, James Maddison twice, and also from Vardy, Jamie Vardy. There we go. Jamie Vardy with 1 and Maddison with 2. Don't know where Tom's disappeared to. He went very, very quickly indeed. Probably the missus giving him a call. But yeah, we've got one more. Another super sticker there from Gray Richardson, mate. Really appreciate that, mate. It's lovely of you to do that. There's no need to do it at all. But obviously, as we said, it all goes towards the channel. It all goes back into the channel, you know, to help us out. So appreciate that. So thanks to everyone, not just Gray, to the others as well who have given us the super chats and the super stickers over the past couple of weeks. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you very much. Liam says, enjoy the commentary, guys. Good job. Kent says Arsenal won. Well, it's just about to finish, but they the 1-0 down. And then there's also a comment here from Ian saying, job well done. Cheers all. So whilst we wait for Phil to come and join us, we may as well get Jamie in. So let's add him straight in. Hello, mate. How was that?
Evening, how the devil are you? It was good, wasn't it? It was good first half performance. Solid job in the second half. Did you notice the change to formation at half time? They went to a flat back 4. Made it a bit more secure at the back. Albrighton was just pushed up a bit forward. But I did like the way JJ and Albrighton switched over it halfway through. And they kept swapping over, which was good. Is this the boss? Oh, it's Tom.
Oh, sorry, there's the boss. There's the boss. There he is.
There's the boss.
And I just want to quickly say one thing, like we did last week for the guy who won 14 grand. Not as impressive, but well done to Kent because he's won 250 quid today. So good job to you, Kent. But yeah, good game.
Better than poking the eye with a sharp stick, 250 quid.
That's it.
Exactly.
Well, chaps, well done for that second half watch along. It wasn't quite as an exciting second half, Locks and Tom, but we did the job. We said at half time, listen, you've got to just make sure that you keep it nice and steady. And Locks, it was a steady second half. We could have got another couple. Yeah, that was it. I mean, I predicted 3-0 just before the game started. To be fair, and I said at half time, I'll take the correct prediction, but I'll also take a couple of goals. Obviously, we didn't get a couple more, but Tom just said it a minute ago. It was professional. Clean sheet. We've kept a clean sheet. That's 2 in a row, isn't it now? Since Fofana's dyed his hair back. So make of that what you will. But it was a good second half, a steady. Wasn't too entertaining. Brighton had a couple chances again, like they did in the first half. But main thing as Mr. Ranieri, of course, would say, obviously, dilly ding, dilly dong. There's the clean sheet. So I might have a pizza tomorrow to celebrate.
Or he would say it's just one game at a time.
Well,
that's what he might. Yeah.
Where are we? Yeah. Second, third in the table now?
Third.
Yeah, just a point off the top. I was thinking, we're only a point off the top at Christmas. That's great. But obviously, we're only on 12 games compared to Christmas time. You're normally on about 16 or 17 by now with more to come, Jamie.
Well, yeah, we've got Everton, then we've got Spurs. So what we played now? We played 12 now. Is that 12 now?
Yeah.
So we'll have 14. So there's still a chance of being top, but it's a bit tricky, isn't it? We've got Everton, Spurs, Man U in the next 3 games. So we need to pick up some points against Everton, and then let's see what we are after that, I think.
Tom, I mean, Everton and Spurs drew today, and then Man United, all teams that are, will probably not be thinking it's the easiest game, Tom, to play Leicester at the moment.
No, but look at all the results this season, mate. There have been some very, very interesting results. Who would have had Liverpool going to Fulham and getting a draw today? Who would have had Tottenham going to Palace and getting a draw today? You know, the results have been strange all season for, you know, some of the games. So it's going to be interesting once the fans start coming back, if that would, change the tide in some ways. But look, Leicester done a good performance today in the second half. I'd say that the second half of the first half, 20 minutes to go, they turned the screw for me. And that was the turning point in this game, getting those 3 goals very quickly, turned the game on its head, and Leicester then cruised to the win in the second half. But big shout out for James Justin today for me, mate. I know Madders will take the plaudits in some way, but James Justin's performance was outstanding, getting up and down that wing and changing, position from a right/winger to then going to fullback and still being up there. Fair play to the kid tonight. He did a great performance.
What a ball for Vardy. Oh, sorry.
Go on. I was just going to say,
JJ. Just reiterating what Tom was saying about JJ. Just literally that ball he put across for Vardy's goal on the plate for him. He couldn't do anything more with it, could he, Vardy? He had to put it in the back of there. JJ, like you said, running up and down. For me, he's got to be my man of the match today. Don't often go with the wing back, but yeah, today, JJ for me, that's for certain.
So Jamie's gone for man of the match. I'm going to ask Lox and Tom who they thought as well, but I put it up there on the screen. Who do you think was man of the match? Let's get some of the fans' views in quickly. Carlos is saying he's saying, what would you do now? Would you have James Justin or would you have Ricardo back there? CK on YouTube says James Justin was man of the match. Alan Shearer gave it to Maddison. By the way, I loved Alan Shearer's commentary today. It was so much better, in my opinion. I thought the coverage today from Amazon was really good. All Brighton, best game of the season, says Anthony. Sam saying man of the match has to be Madders. Justin and Tellerman's in with a shout. I agree. Santosh watching on YouTube says Maddison and James Justin man of the match. Keep getting in your man of the matches. I'll try and get as many up on the screen as possible so we can get them in there. Stephen was Justin. Rudy saying what a great performance and very professional. Ali saying Jamie Vardy man of the match. I mean, he had a good game. There was a stat they said just after half time in his first half. I think Jamie Vardy had 9 touches, and they said one of those was a goal, 2 assists, and one at the post.
What you need.
Tom, let's come to you. Jamie's going with James Justin. Who are you going to give man of the match to? And then I'll go to Lox, and then we'll get some fans on.
Look, don't get me wrong, Maddison, brilliant goal today, and he really helps create some great chances. But James Justin down that side, he was causing them all sorts of havoc tonight. And Jamie said his pass for that Vardy goal, first time, it has to be James Justin for me tonight. He was absolutely superb. He barely got in down that side, and going forward, he was a threat all night. So James Justin for me.
Lox, how about you?
Yeah, I said Justin when the game was on. I'm going to change it, and the reason for that is because me and Tom at the Sheffield United game, throughout the game, we were giving Maddison a little bit stick because, he wasn't playing good enough really, and then obviously, we said at full time, he got his assist in the end, but still earlier on in the game, it wasn't quite enough from him. But I think tonight, it's one of them. Like I was saying to Tom. When you're a player who's getting a bit of stick for your performances, the only thing you can do is prove people wrong. He's done that today. Justin definitely up there with man of the match, but I think as someone put a minute ago, Maddison just edges it there, just because we gave him stick and he's come back with 2 goals. So fair play to him.
So a bit of a mixed bag there. By the way, did Tom and Lox, were you watching on Amazon?
Yeah, off the phone there, mate, because we were doing it off the cube and stuff. We were about 30 seconds behind. Doing it off my phone, we're nearly pinpoint.
I was like a minute behind when it was on my Virgin box, so switched to my phone.
I did think their coverage was better than BT's, if I'm being honest. I thought Alan Shearer talks ever so good when he comes on. I do like listening to Shearer. I don't know what you guys thought.
I didn't.
Well, I was watching it.
Didn't hear it.
I was watching it Irish TV, so I didn't listen to it.
No.
Oh, can I just say something before you bring the fans on?
Robert, fine. Let's add in Jack. Yeah.
Can I just say something before you go to add the fans? Robert Cardoza is our Tuscan fox. He just said hello to his missus. She's from Oxford, but she now lives in Tuscan. Her name's Jane. She just says, "Can I say hello?" So there you go, Jane. Hello. How are you in Tuscan, Arizona? I think it is.
Yes.
Got to get them in, haven't we? Or else they won't come back.
Is Phil behind or something?
I think Phil's a bit behind.
It's good to get him in. Yeah, my system. I've melted. I seem to have melted.
There we go.
Reboot, Phil. Reboot.
Reboot, Phil. Reboot. JR, how the devil are we? What did you think then, Jack?
A very good performance. Another positive result. We needed that, considering our home form's not been great this season. So, yeah, it's a positive result for us against a team like Brighton. They played like AEK Athens, isn't it? There weren't really much of a fight, really, what I expected from Brighton. But I think James Justin, for me, definitely man of the match. Absolutely outstanding. I think that's his best game this season.
Ross is on the strong boat.
And Ross, do you agree with your compatriot there?
I do, with my co-colleague. Yes, I do. No, James. I mean, yes, it's obviously Maddison got them goals, brilliant. But yeah, James Justin. I mean, obviously, because if Ricardo was playing, would have been there tonight. That's the thing. You know, will Ricardo do the same thing or not? We're not sure. We don't know. But James Justin, it would have been nice if he'd had a goal tonight.
Would have been
brilliant performance. I've got just before you just put me in. Amazon Prime. They need to get Premier League games more often, meaning more than BT and Sky, because when they do the Monday Night Football and stuff, it's meant to be, for example, if it was Leicester versus Leeds, all they talk about was Man U and Liverpool and Chelsea. Yeah. All they talk about, someone think the build-up was Leicester versus Brighton, the two teams, how it's going to go down. They need to have more coverage. And Peter Drury, he's a cracking commentator. And Alan Shearer may not be Leicester's favourite cup of tea due to 1997. But obviously, he does talk sense for once.
He does. I agree, Ross. I thought their coverage was far better than what we see on BT, and that it was really good.
And the best part was, it was free. As well.
For you Northerners, everything's free is good.
Yeah, that's true. That's four for £3.50, not bad. You love a bargain. We do.
Jack, come on and give us your views, Jack, full time.
We were very good today. We were good off the ball, on the ball, very good defensive. Wesley Fofana's now dyed his hair back, and he looks like the player we actually brought in, innit? Maddison, fantastic third goal. The game were killed off from that third goal, really. I don't think Brighton offered as much threat as what everyone expected from them. But a very good team performance, and on to Wednesday night against Everton, which is a very tasty game.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Very tasty.
Jamie, what's your early thoughts on Everton?
Well, it's going to be a tough game, isn't it? Everton always gives us a tough game, home and away. It's going to be a bit of a tough battle. Have Liverpool got crowds in? Are they allowed crowds in there?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, Merseyside have. Yeah, they have.
Yeah, so there's going to be 2,000 Everton fans. It's going to be a bit harder against them. If we play like we did today in the first half, it will be great. It's just got to keep it going the whole 90 minutes. The way we played in the first half, the whole 90 minutes would be fantastic. But we won today, couple of days rest. Well, a day's rest, and then back on it Tuesday. A few more set pieces. Well, the set pieces a bit better today from corners and free kicks.
Oh, Brighton, yeah.
Yeah, it was brilliant. I thought it was good.
Short corners. Normally, I hate short corners, but Tom, it was better because at least we were getting the ball in and causing a lot more problem with them.
We said it, me and Locks, when we were doing the game, was I can't count any corner that we just whipped into the box. They were all short. They were all trying to open up different angles and channels and move Brighton around, then just whipping it in and hoping that it was going to hit someone on their head. We were trying some different things, little 1-2s and, slick passing in around the edge of the area to try and open up quicker. But look, tonight it is more the first half performance is what's got to be the standard going forward against teams like Brighton who come and try and frustrate. Look, Brighton aren't no mugs. That probably won't be one of their best performances this season, but we've done a job on them. And let's not get it wrong. Danny Welbeck had the best chance in the first 15 minutes when Casper Schmeichel keeps us in that game. If they score first, it's a completely different ball game going forward. So, to get that goal after with 20 minutes to go and then blitz them, it took the stuff knocked the stuff out of Brighton, and we controlled it going forward. So the corners then were making life easy because you weren't under pressure to score goals.
Lots.
what
Pete Brown says, go on, who was going to talk?
No, I was just going to say that we're the only in the top 6 that have picked up 3 points. Because Liverpool drew to Fulham today. Man City and Man U drew, and for some reason hugging after the game, even though it's a local derby. Chelsea lost to Everton. Tottenham drew. Jeff Schlupp, by the way. Yeah, well done. Get in, Schlupp. Well done. But no, apart from us, everyone else dropped points. So usually when that happens, we never take advantage, and we did tonight. Thank God for that. So Everton away is very interesting.
John, Pete said, and a few people have said it, how much are we going to miss Evans on Wednesday? Because I believe he's banned from picking up all the yellow cards.
Has that happened today? Is he?
Yeah, he got booked, didn't he? He got booked. That was his 5th one.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're going to miss him, of course. You know, Wes Morgan is going to start there. As said there, Ndidi. Not for me, Ndidi. Centre back. I know he can do a job, but I think with Wes Morgan there, I don't know. I was just about to say, you know, I could see us playing a 4. I could see us playing a 4 at the back on Wednesday, just because I think the reason Under didn't play today was because he played the 90 the other day. Obviously, we started the game today with very narrow, you know, attacking players. You know, Perez and Maddison started very narrow. So I thought that might have been why Under didn't. You know, we switched to that because Under, you know, wasn't really ready to play another game. But you know, who knows? I mean, it'll be we might have to go for the 3. We might have to start the game with the 3, obviously, because if we've got, you know, Wes Morgan in there, do I trust Wes Morgan? In a 2, it's like England. It's like England, you know, at the World Cup. They had to play a 3 because the centre backs just weren't good enough. So, you know, I have faith in Fofana. I have faith in Fofana. No, but come on, it was Kyle Walker and Harry Maguire, wasn't it? But yeah, I think it'll be an interesting.
When we got to the World Cup semi-final.
Yeah,
is that what you're on about?
Anyway, let's move on. But no, I think I think that I've lost my track now. It'll be interesting to see how Rodgers sets up on Wednesday. I mean, with Evans not in, because it could be a big Wes, little Wes, Baldy locks, as someone said today. But we'll have to see. It'd be interesting.
I think we're coming up against a better side than Brighton. Obviously, you've got James Rodriguez. Unless James Rodriguez is back, I don't know. I mean, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, straight away, without a doubt. You know, we're up against Calvert-Lewin. There's some quality players in there. Gylfi Sigurdsson always plays well against Leicester, all the time.
Johnny.
I thought we were away on Wednesday night, but we're not at home, in we? I thought we were away.
And then
can you remember back in the day when we used to draw all the time against Everton? Back in the day, we used to draw against them every single time, home and away, every time.
Have we still not drawn this season? Is that right?
No, only in the Europa League. Only in the Europa League.
Well, there we go.
What, 0-0 on Wednesday?
It's a winner. It's either a 2-0 win or a 1-0 loss, isn't it? So
Mick Bell said here, I don't know who wants to comment on this just before we wrap up. Mick Bell says that's Brendan Rodgers' 40th win out of 77 games in 2 years. And something just to add to that, I don't know who wants to pick up on it, but as I was watching that game, I said to my lads who were watching it with, and I said, do you realise we spent all of last season in the top 4, apart from the last game? I think that stat's right. We're in the top 4 again, I think, all of this season. We've been in the top 4 team now for like 15 months.
We
are a top 4 club at the moment.
Yeah, I was
not
really
in everyone's eyes.
Well, no, of course. I was tempted to say it during the game, actually, when because they showed the Premier League table, and I did think to myself, like you just did, Phil. You know, like that's over a year. That's over, obviously, apart from at the end of last season when we dropped to 5th
for one game
from the last day. Yeah, so we're definitely a top 6 club. Like that's we know that we are definitely a top 6. I think still I prefer not to be classed as a top 4 because we will remain as underdogs to the top 4. I think that's how we like it. I'm not taking the disrespect about us not being a top 6 club, though. You know, look where Arsenal are, man. Come on. Look at them.
What
It's
was
not built to
what was the
Burnley.
Arsenal score, by the way? Did
1-0.
Arsenal? What was
Lost
Aubameyang
1-0.
they lost 1-0?
Aubameyang.
Yeah, so
Should we
it's.
should we all go and log on to
I mean-
AFTV to see what they're saying? That'd be
so,
funny,
yeah.
wouldn't it?
Let's do it. Go on, same lad.
That's it. I mean, Jono says there, look, Sky Marketing Department still has their big six. So, yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's a joke. The whole top six thing is a joke, you know, that they don't
It's not a
consider
top six
Leicester in
anymore,
there.
it's a joke. It's like back in the day, it used to be Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man U. Then it was a big six. For some reason, Tottenham are a big club. Don't know why. So it got top six, and obviously we destroyed that when we won the league. Ipswich did that, destroyed it years ago. Everton destroyed it years ago. So it is not. I wouldn't say it's not impossible to get in that top six.
Well, we've been in it for the last 15 months. We've been in that top four.
We never get the credit we deserve. I'd rather be an underdog than a dynasty.
Yes,
And
that's it.
they keep saying, "Oh, will Leicester break into the top six?" They still
Yes.
say that. They still
the
say it.
commentator, they said it. They did say it today. I was saying the Amazon commentator was good. They did say it. They were talking about top six and all that, and I'm like, that's what made me say when I was watching it. We've been in the top four since August 2019.
On Premier Sports, they've said, "Oh, Leicester title contenders," and he didn't want to answer it.
No,
It was,
No.
yeah, same last season. Yeah.
Do you know what? I think is interesting about this season? The fact is obviously not qualifying for the Champions League. I think is a wake up call, and we played a lot better this season. So obviously, it was unfortunate we lost out on it, but I think it said, you know what? Let's build on it. Maybe we could definitely stay in that top four this season. Like when we lost to Watford in that style the year after, and we got promoted.
Don't bring that one up, Ross.
No,
please.
I was saying we lost that, and then the season after we won the league very comfortably with 100 odd points.
Yeah,
So in the
Southampton.
championship, never mind.
Southampton are up there.
Can I,
Yeah.
can I
Go on, Tom.
Yeah, go on, Tom.
my point of view is for this whole top four, top six. We're a top six club at the moment for me. We're building. To break into that four, you've got to be there on a consistent basis for me for 4, 5, 6 years, because it isn't just a case of finishing there and getting the Champions League football. It opens up the horizon on the global market that you're getting a bigger name around the world. People won't look at it in this way, but that's where the marketing comes from. If you can get breaking into that for 4 or 5 seasons, your global marketing goes through the roof on your shirt sales. Your players get bigger that you can attract to the football club. The finances of your football club go bigger. Until you could do it for 4 or 5 seasons and get that money in to build your squad, it's very difficult to be classed as one of the big four, because the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, Man United have already got a global brand, and global branding is massive in football because of the finances it brings. You get your finances up, you challenge 4 or 5 years in the top four. I'll class Leicester as a top four club. I won't class as a top four after one, full season of being in there. Top six, yes, we are challenging for that top six at the moment, but top four, I think we're a good 2 or 3 seasons away from that, and you've got to get Champions League football on a consistent basis for me.
The big signings as well, you mentioned, Tom. The big signings. I mean, I think Tielemans and Ricardo Pereira were, 2 massive signings, and I do want to see more of them. I mean, Under looks like a really good, promising player. The problem for me, though, is that it's a loan. Now, I understand that a loan might be a safer option, because he was unproven and all of that. But I think we need to, I'd like to see a big signing next summer. Really, I would. But we'll see.
Can I just?
I mean,
Tom,
Tom,
sorry, I was just going to say we did talk about this in the chat in the game, and I said the thing about these big signings, we talk about Damari Gray on 55, Slimani on 80k. Them two leaving the football club opens up a lot of money for wages.
Yes.
But also, we've seen in the past when football clubs have gone stupid on signing big players, like Portsmouth did, as I said in commentary. Portsmouth went massive and went to trying to push on for that 6, ended up going into financial difficulty, dropping out the Premier League, and now playing in League One, I think, in Division 1 at the moment, and nearly went bust from trying to push too far and too quick. We haven't got owners who are going to chuck money around and sign 4 players at 60 million each. We physically haven't got that money. So Leicester's bracket is probably 1 player at 40 million, and then add to the squad of a 20 million, a 30 million maximum, players into there. So that's why I mean we're a long way away from challenging for top 4 clubs without having the finances.
Tom, I'd be interested to see what other people think. I totally hear what you say. I'm just going to pull you back and say, 2015-16, we were the best team in the Premier League. In the following year, we went and got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Then last year we were in the top 4, and this year we're in the top 4. I'm like, I think we've got the new training ground opening next week or in the next couple of weeks, which is the state-of-the-art thing that everybody in the Premier League is jealous of. I think we're very close.
We are. I'm not saying we're not close. We are close, but for me to be classed as the top 4 team, one of the big boys in that top 4, you've got to have a bigger ground than we've got automatically, because that's where your finances coming in by having a 60, 70-seater stadium, having Champions League football against Real Madrid, Barcelona, all these big guns every season, because that's the only reason you're going to make the money, and also make that, as I said earlier, the global brand will only get bigger from playing the Champions League games. Until you get that, you're not going to have the finances to challenge your Man U's, because they're getting global brands of what, 100, 200 million pound deals just on a kit sponsor for 1 year, just because it's Man United. So that's where you've got to try and get your brand bigger, and you only do that by getting Champions League football for me on a consistent basis.
Yeah, that's true. 100% true. I mean, say that.
There was a comment earlier from Patrick about Champions League was a blessing. Missing out on the Champions League was a blessing in disguise, and I think it is, because it's given us the confidence. The Europa League has given that confidence that we needed in between the league games. If we'd gone to the Champions League game and then lost again, and the confidence would have gone. At least I think, because I think Europa League is more our standard this year. Maybe next year might be different, but this year it's given the players games in Europe, and I think missing out on the Champions League probably was a bit of a blessing in disguise, to be honest.
It would have been the same if we did get in Champions League. We would have been with RB Leipzig, who got to the semi-finals last year. We had PSG, who got to the final, and the other team, wherever they were. But just saying, though, that it is a blessing. I think it is. And, we might have dropped down to the Europa League if we'd have come third in that. But I'd rather have a great Europa League campaign. If we get to the quarterfinals, I mean, imagine, right, if Leicester won it. I'm not saying we're going to, but imagine if Leicester City, a team that were in League One less 12 years ago, win the Europa League. Then we might have to give it back to Sevilla the next year. But but
listen, chaps,
for a year.
I think it's about time to wrap it up. I'd like to say thanks to Jay and R for coming on again. We'll let you guys go. Thanks again, chaps. I'll let those two go. Let Ross go. Cheers, Ross. Tom and Lox, another fantastic watch along. Thank you, guys.
I always sign out, so I'll leave it to Tom this time.
I think we always say at the end, it's down to the fans who make it. You put 90 on, nearly 100 today night, sitting here chatting to us about Leicester City and getting involved. That's what makes these watch-alongs more special. And once again, thank you for joining us again. And we go again on Wednesday night home to Everton, and another massive game for me. A win over them. What could that do for the confidence going into Tottenham away and possibly going top of the league by the weekend?
And 6 o'clock, right? 6 Wednesday?
6 o'clock kickoff. Tom, you best be working near home and nick off early again.
Don't worry, mate. I'll be trying to get away as quick as I can, I'll tell you that.
Thanks, Jamie, Thanks for joining us.
Make sure all your grass levelling is all done.
Yes, thanks, Jamie, for joining us before and after the game. Go on, Lox.
Hold on. Oh, come on then, Tom. Disco lights.
He was preparing them earlier. Go on.
Mess with the green screen.
It does mess with your green screen. Listen, chaps, thanks as ever. We'll see you. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 7:30 is the Fan Zone show with me. Wednesday night is match day.
You've got Everton, the Blue Boys Network with you tomorrow night from Everton.
Well done, Jamie, for reminding me of that. Thank you so much. We'll be chatting with them at 7:30. So come have a chat with me. Thanks from everybody on the Leicester Fan TV. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Facebook, like and share, and the same on Twitter and Periscope. Thanks wherever you've been watching us. We appreciate it. So from me, Tom, Lox, Jamie, whichever one. I can never get these screen things right.
Big fish, little fish, baldy Lox.
See you all later.
Come on, Leicester.